one that, okay, so I've already proven that. Don't say, oh, he's, what the fuck is, okay. Don't say, oh yeah, he's giving a platform. No one's giving me a platform. I already had a platform. What the fuck are you saying? Someone's tweeting, Solstice, why are you giving him more clap? Okay, Ice Knife host a podcast with Solstice. See how many views it gets. Functions one only got like 500 views. What the fuck are you saying? I hate it when people say, because they try and like justify you guys being in a Discord server and listening to the stuff that I write as if you're supporting the rug. So then you stop. Like that's what they're trying to do. There's a problem. Little bit. Exactly. People are messaging me like, yeah, no, you already had you were already relevant before, and no one's asking for a platform. Again, I want to say something else. People keep saying I made this to rug. Like, what? Like I didn't already rug twice without any like. This is, bro. Like, if anything, this makes it harder for me. I'm telling you, like, I'm literally telling you guys what rugs look like, giving you rug indicators, telling you the rug. Like, what? Like, what? People are like, oh no, he's just making it so later on he can rug. Didn't I already rug twice with no platform or no one knowing it was me? Like, what the fuck are they saying, bro? They're just trying to say whatever they can. To what platform? What do I gain? What do I actually gain? I've already done it without a Discord server. I've already done it without everything. Why would I just stop? Like, guys, these influencers are saying stuff like that because they know their time is coming. The reason why they don't want you to be a part of this or anything is because they know. Like, okay, here's what I'm saying. When an influencer tweets and says, "Oh, why are people believing what he's saying?" and stuff like that, it's because they know that eventually, when they get exposed, they can be like, "Oh, that Discord server was never real anyway, guys. I was already preaching before that was fake." They're saying it's fake, so then when the time comes and they get exposed, nothing happened. Like Code Monkey, for example, bro. He tweeted, like, yesterday was a perfect example. I showed you guys that guy is literally a software guy. Like, he's rug projects for thousands of souls. So, like, when people are like, oh, yeah, and then he tweets and says, oh, I'm going to get the authorities. Who are you getting it? Bro, he's saying that because he wanted to scare me and make me not expose him. Because he knew that he, like, had shit on him. Like, don't believe these people. Like, guys, every single one of them are, like, equally just as bad. They're tweeting saying, oh, don't trust him, authorities, don't give him a platform. Like I already didn't have everything I need to do everything I want to do. Like, what are you talking about? Like, there's this random kid, 1.4k followers, who tweeted at Solstice, why are you giving him a platform? What platform are you talking about? This Discord server already had 11k members without. Like, who are you talking about? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, there are, like, guys, like I said, like I'm highlighting the dumb people in the space. Like, there are like multiple dumb people in the space who are just stupid. Okay. Anyway, Solstice is here. This is man. I got my AirPods. I got my AirPods, but it's not working, so I've got to put my ear to my phone. Let's invite him up. I've never done this. I don't know how to invite. Wait, let me look at the hands. Solstice is requested to speak. Do I click? How do we? Oh, okay. Move to audience. I can't hear this guy.
Hello. What's up, everyone?
Hey, bro.
Hope everyone's having a good day, morning, night, whatever it is.
What did you say?
You can't hear me? Oh, I said hope everyone's having a good day, morning, night, whatever it is.
You are speaking too quick. Like
Oh, must be the Jimmy Johns. I used to talk super fast. Could be a language thing. Could be a language thing too. The accents. I mean, essentially, yeah. And I mean, it's crazy too because like usually you can find like a motive or something. I don't know what I really did to the guy. Like he was in my DAO for like months and months, and he won't show up to talk. No. He won't show up to talk. 100% no. He has something to hide. I don't know what it is. What is it? What is OG users? I've never heard of that. Wow, sounds like a great guy. Yeah, I don't know. I think if people found out who he is in real life, he's on a fucking list somewhere. I have a sneaking suspicion. No, I don't know exactly who he is, but if someone found out, I'm sure there's a lot of shit on his name people do not want to see.
Yeah, I don't know why he's because there's not like if he's because I know I just backed him a little bit, but then at the same time I can be like, wait, I'm 10 trillion times worse than you. I don't know how you're scared when I'm literally here talking all
And
the
then
time.
like
So I don't know.
I guess there's been like certain cases where people don't care, like Jaber docs himself, but like I don't know, I'm super open. Like I have nothing to hide. I talk with everyone in the space. Like I answer DMs, like I interact with all my followers, like post pictures of myself. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm right here. So, yeah, let's get to it, I guess.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly clear up, guys. I'm not friends with Este. I don't give a fuck who he is. The only reason I have him added is because I know him from other places, and it's just funny because like he's quite big and I'm quite big, so it's like funny just to be like, oh wait, we came from there. Anyway, so give me everything you want to say regarding Kamuko Kongs because I want you to address any FUD you think is already there, and I won't tell you any FUD that I've been provided that you haven't just mentioned
Yeah,
when I asked that question.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to say about it. Like when price goes down, people are gonna say and look for like reasons and say whatever the fuck they want. Like, I mean, we launched it. It was a bit of a cash grab, like yeah, but it was not a rug. Like Near was mooning at the time. We were talking about Near and FOMOing in the DAO. Came up with the idea like we're gonna launch this project, and like we thought it was just gonna moon. Like
Yeah. Here's what I don't understand. You just said it was a cash grab. Why would you cash grab on Near and not Solana if you're like 10 times more known on Solana? It doesn't make sense. And you could have made 10 times more.
well,
Not
that
even
was
like,
also the point. Like I wasn't trying to leverage my name. It was supposed to be like a community project, and it was supposed to just moon.
saying, because here's what I'm saying. I can kind of like, I can back you a little bit because I'm like, wait,
Near
if he
was
was
mooning at the
only in it to
time.
rug, surely he would have rugged on Solana, not on Near. Or maybe he was rugging on Near because he wanted to get a quick bag and then like because Near's such a small community, just get away with it. Like there's two sides to the story, but I'm not sure why you would go on Near and
Right.
not do it on
So
Solana if you wanted money.
on my timeline at the point, like all the other influencers and people, like we're just all talking about Near, like the Boogles, Bungiel. They're all like just buying up Near NFTs, and like I was getting this massive FOMO. Like the price of the coin was going up. People were
You
talking
want it
about
to be like an
Near.
OG project.
Yeah, exactly. I figured if we launch a project now, like it's just gonna do well. Like I really thought we were gonna like moon the fuck out of it. Like, and we had
You
good
saw
like.
it, you think, because I swear recently you tweeted it was going to do like really well again. You were like
Oh
convincing
yeah,
people to buy in and stuff.
yeah. No, I'm like actively working on it. Like I had to take control of it before. Like the whole idea was like I helped launch it, create hype, and then like it was in the community members' hands. Like I paid like so much to all my community managers and like the artists. Like you know, it was supposed to kind of like take care of it. Like now I had to like take the reins because I did feel bad. Like I don't want people to be in a loss. Like
So what is your goal? Just to make people their money back, or actually make that? Because Near's shit. Like I don't know why people keep paying attention to that. Like it's shit. So why did you make a
yeah,
project on Near?
no, yeah, I just had a lot of FOMO for it at the time. I regretted it. I had a lot of
You regret it. Why didn't you just refund people? You probably got enough money.
price of Near went down, and like I don't know. I still do believe that Near will do well eventually. It's just taking a while. There's a decent little like cozy community of believers. And I am just building out the roadmap. We have some cool art I paid for.
You know the thing is though, the way I think about Near is the same way Eth thinks about Soul. So like maybe one day Near will just get to the level where Sol is now, where it's like, oh yeah,
Right.
you doubted us before, but now, but even the Kamiko Kong's art is pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, let me, like, he's pretty shit. Like the pixel art looks weird, but let me bring up what Este was saying, because he's been saying loads of shit. For some reason, proofs that you actually rugged Bloomsville. Okay, Solstice, do you believe I'm the same person who rugged Bloomsville?
You?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
100, obviously, like search up Ariusu, you idiot.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know.
messaging me saying that I'm using the Bloomsville rep to no.
Yeah, especially, I don't know, just the way you talked. I can tell you got a little bit better this time. I don't like when you kind of say stuff about women. You know how I love my women.
No.
But,
The
like,
stuff that I said last time was literally like me bullying a woman, Tiffany. But
yeah,
I've already said multiple times, like, that is the part I regret. But the same thing with Esha.
right.
Esha actually deserved it. That was the difference between her and Tiffany. She actually deserved getting bullied because she is a bully herself. So why can't I bully her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Either way, I do think a lot of things you're bringing up and saying, you know, it should be talked about. So it is interesting.
Let me read the shit. Wait. Okay, let me read the things that Estee. Oh, Estee's messaging me right now. Your VPN is get Estee on. Estee, bro, you're in here. So if you want to speak, messaging me. So like, I'm asking you, like, type to me right now why you're not willing. Like, how? Like, it's not even like about being decentralized. It's just about talk. Use your voice. Like, I'm anonymous as well, but I'm using my voice all the time. I don't know how he's not. He's messaging me right now. Oh, he said the reason why I don't do voice chat is because I see zero purpose, and I like stuff with text, especially. But bro, like the imagine like
He's
how
just
much
so
I
full
talk
of
with my
shit,
voice.
dude.
I cannot type that shit. What did you say?
He's just so full of shit. That makes no sense. I don't. And he's just.
Yeah, no. It's your voice, Estee. Like how can you not use your voice? It's your voice. It's not like it's private. It's just your voice. You speak. You open your mouth and speak. Anyway, okay, he's getting ready to dip. Oh, okay. So look, actually now let me bring up the shit that he was saying in
Sure, yeah.
He's got like a whole Google document that apparently you said that you already. Shit. Okay, who were the founders?
What is there to say? He's trying to say all this like random shit about it. Like the fact is the project's right there. Like, where did it go? It didn't rug. Like, oh, people make money off projects. Like, oh, this is news to people. Like, I don't know. The whole document is just a bunch of gibberish. Like, what is the
thing
point?
is though, didn't you just say it was a cash grab like 10 seconds ago or 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, but I also said we were planning. We thought it would fucking moon. Like, I created a bunch of hype. We had like good like videos and like hype. Got on a billboard. Like, it's not like I was trying. Yeah, we had a fucking billboard, dude, in Japan. We had like some billboard. It was hype. Like, I don't know. I really believed it was going to do well. Like, every project is made to make money essentially, but that doesn't mean you wanted to like do shit and like rug it. Like, that was never an intention.
Okay, I know this for a fact. So I know that Near doesn't really generate a lot of money sometimes. And sometimes the projects are shit. It says that you generate $400,000. Is that true? Because I thought I was saying you could have made more money on Solana.
He keeps like posting like a villain. Because he says like these numbers that like he'll be able to like quote the all-time high on Near. Like, I'm literally holding it all. Like, I never touched that. Like, I didn't cash out and buy a Lambo. I have the 7,000 Near state, and now it's like at $6 per Near. It's worth like 36K. Like,
okay.
I don't know. It's funny. He'll just quote like the highest price of it and try to like make it sound like a certain way. Like, whatever.
What was the roadmap? So the old roadmap seems to have been wiped from the server plus website, but it included a marketplace, staking, a verification bot. And what did they have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah. So basically, we had this guy, and this is also some like history. Estee and this guy in my server, his name was Restock. He's like this 15, 16-year-old kid. I mean, I kind of relate him to you, except he wasn't like, oh, Estee would say he's a rugger. Anyways, he was a bright kid, a lot of potential. He would make like bots and code shit. And he made a few tools on Solana, and like they were doing okay for a while, but then like price went down. Okay. Anyways, he was gonna do the verification bot, and it just kind of fell through. Like, he didn't hold up to his part. Everything just started kind of falling through. Like, we tried to do that stuff, but like by the time we were getting close to verification bot, there was already like 3 services that beat us to it.
At the same time, who really gives a fuck about a market? Like people on Near, I remember like every project that was launching was saying they're gonna make a marketplace. It's
No,
because they all want to be the
literally.
next Magic Eden, but like there's so
No,
many at this
exactly.
point that's not even useful.
That's exactly what I was about to get to. Like, then we started looking for someone who can make us a marketplace. Kyle had this old friend. He's a coder at like a company, like one of the best of the best, and we were going to teach him Rust, or he was going to learn. We were going to be able to do everything. We were going to create like a gaming studio. Like, oh, we had all these plans, but like, then that guy's all busy with his wife and kids, like, yada yada. And then, like you said, all of a sudden we see 10 projects talking about we're doing a marketplace. We're doing a marketplace. So like at that point, from my perspective, like we're not going to beat everyone right now. Like we're not in position to like whip out a marketplace and be like next up, like in time. So yeah, I mean, we pivoted. That's what you do in a project when things don't work out.
Yeah,
Like,
true. That's what I'm saying with Reptilian Renegade. When I was gonna make it legit, by the way, like that was a legit project. I said in it, there's no roadmap because I at this point, like, yeah, it proves it. Roadmaps are so overrated because you make a roadmap and then you have no room to change. So like, if you didn't have a roadmap, you would have never had to like stick to the promise of making a marketplace.
perspective,
But
like
because you've
we're
said
not
it,
going to beat
you have
everyone
to
right
do it.
now.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
why roadmaps are so shit. You shouldn't have done it.
yeah. No, 100%. And that's part of why people are disappointed and the price went down, because we said we were going to do things and they didn't happen. And I understand that. So that's why we did have other plans too. Even before me taking over the project, like I would tell everyone, like, oh, our partnership with Nearton, like that's gonna be big. We're gonna have staking. It's gonna moon. Like floor price is gonna be 20. And I was gonna like buy up when we get the Nearton partnership. I was gonna like buy it up and create hype and chill it. Like that was the plan for like the longest time. And then all that drama happened. He tried to put that out there, and he actually got our partnership with Nearton canceled. Like he's going around in this fervor dream to every Discord ever, trying to like post that shitty little document. Like he went to their Discord and
Yeah,
like
you know
talked
what
to
I
the
don't get
admins.
about influencers? They always try and act like the hero, but then they're also sabotaging everything. Like they act like they're like, oh yeah, shit, like, this project's a rug, even though the project's trying to actually do like better stuff.
Right.
They're pursuing it to make it fail. So like, what the fuck is the motive? If you're saying it's a rug, but then if they try and not be a rug, you fucking bully them. So like, where can they win?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like I started working on it and then I still get shit. And then like you said, I mean, he basically literally got it canceled. Like I talked to them, the Nearton people, they were like, yeah, I don't know. We just don't want to deal with it. And like everyone's like messaging me in the Nearton channel, like about the document. And it's just like, this dude's really going around everywhere. He went to D God's channel. I was getting messages from like
They
every
never shut up.
Discord. Like everyone just
At
tried
the
to ask
same
me
time,
about it. And like, I already made a statement about it. Like,
isn't
basically
it
saying,
hypocritical though? Because like, you also have the reputation of like killing projects as well. Though I swear.
yeah, no, that's why I kind of cut it out. Like I put on the Wag Me vibes, kind of had that conversation with you too. I don't know, at a certain point, like it's not worth it. Like to just like FUD everything. Like there are some shit that like should be talked about, but like not everyone is launching a project just to rogue. Like even you, like you wanted reptiles to be good, like, and projects don't always work out. Like that's also a thing that needs to be talked out about more in the space, because people like buy a project and they expect the devs to be like these experienced rock stars, going to knock everything out of the park. It's going to go 10, 20x. But like, where do they get this experience from? Like, who are the people? Like,
That's what
most
I
of
can
them,
relate.
yeah.
Yeah. I can relate to you because people always have these expectations, and then even when you try and fulfill them, you can't win. Like with Reptilian Renegade, I was in a call with Prez for 3 hours, telling him it was going to be legit, and because I was the Bloons, like there's no way to like. I can't. If you're saying okay, don't rug projects, but then when I try and not rug a project, you steal it from me, and then expect me to refund. Like, why am I going to refund everyone when you've literally just stolen the project? Like he's just lied to me on a call for 3 hours while changing the mint auth. I had no option. Like there was nothing I could do
That's a
except be the, they're
It's
so
a
fucking.
tough
It's so
scenario,
stupid.
because I would have liked you to still have the project. I think you should have worked something out with you, but at the same time, you
I
did put
know,
him in
bro.
a
Like,
tough position, because like
bro, it would have
he
been so
wasn't sure what
bullish
to
though,
do.
because
Like,
but here's the thing though, bro. I told him, yo, I'm gonna give you my ID. I'm gonna give you the money. And for 12
um,
hours, he didn't say anything. It would have taken me like 10
mm,
minutes to do that. So I don't know. His excuse is that I didn't know what to do. But bro, like for 12 hours, you didn't do anything. It
right?
would have taken 10 minutes for me to just give you my shit. But anyway, and it would have been bullish. Like, people don't even fucking care if they knew that Reptilian Renegade was owned by the Blues or Rugger, but it was still doing good shit. No one would have even
you had me
cared. They would have been
going,
like, oh
bro.
shit.
Like, okay, like let's talk about the 30 slots and stuff and like my position. Like, you had me going. Like, I wasn't chilling the project. Like, I was just diamond heading like how I was supposed to. And then like you started posting like that shit about the eye, and I was like, holy shit! Like, I don't. It got me
Because I
going,
know how to
bro.
run a project.
It got
But
me
these
fucking
idiots.
going. I was feeling it. I was like, damn, reptiles. Like, they're fucking next up. Like, and then it mooned. Like, fuck. Like, everyone in ETH was coming in. I was in a space with Daniel Mateo and like a bunch of other ETH guys, all fucking talking about loading up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna transfer over a few ETH, sweep like 10. Like, it was getting so real, and I was like, oh fuck. Like, I was just riding it. Like, you know.
Yeah, okay, let's move on from that though, because people are so retarded. They're gonna be like, "Oh shit, he's like just making excuses for rugging."
Oh yeah. Right.
Okay, let's go on the document again. So what he's saying is you've paid someone called Pushpop, who doesn't know anything, doesn't know his position in the project. He says he's a founder, and then he says he's just a community manager. And well, whoever wrote this document believes that you paid him 5,000 near, which is CV, whatever CV means, 80,000 as the figurehead / scapegoat for when the project was to rug. Is that true?
There was no intention to rug ever. He was still in the project. I did give him 5,000 a year, and he was essentially the community manager / like project manager. Like, you could consider me like an advisor or whatever the fuck. Like, he would ask me stuff about the project, but like he was essentially appointed to run it, like, and paid a lot to do it. I mean, the USD value, I don't know when he cashed out it exactly, but like, I don't know, crypto's so volatile, so like just quoting the top of like the coin just to like try to make it sound like a certain way is just, it's funny to me because I hold everything.
Yeah.
Like, I've barely cashed out anything ever.
You still have all the money. Like, you keep saying it. You have it all.
I mean, whatever my share was, yeah, I have 7,000 a year from the 25,000 a year launch.
Where did that steer go though? Because you're not the founder.
Huh?
Can you break down where that 25k near actually went? Because you told us that you paid whoever 5k Pushpop, whoever that is.
Okay, so real quick,
what's the rest?
So I had 7,000. Pushpop is 5,000. That's 12,000. Kyle and Weeb were working on the art. They got 7,000 near, so it's 19,000. They had a friend
7,000 near for working on the art.
Yeah, I pay people
That's
good.
a lot. I've never seen people get that big of a percentage from making a project.
Yeah, he did help a lot. Like, I pushed him too. We were like, he gave me like this art like the night before, and like some of it was so shit. Like, it was even more atrocious than you would think, even looking at it now. And I had him like revamp it. We were up all fucking night working on the trades, and like, I don't know, but yeah. So it's 19,000. Then there's his autistic like good friend Dave. This really kind of interesting guy. We gave him 3,500 near to like be like Pushpop's sidekick, like kind of just help out, hold it down. So what is that? 22,500. Okay, it's 2,500 more. Our partner took like 3,000 near fucking for the launch, Tank Bay. We launched with them because we didn't have like the candy machine or like know what we're doing. So they were like the people in the ecosystem you launched with at the time. They took like 15% or whatever. It was like 33,000 near. That's pretty much all of it. And then Pushpop started paying like some people out of his own stuff, and he got all like stressed out because he didn't know what he was doing. Like, I didn't know this until like right when all this stuff started coming out. But like, dude is like 17. Like, I had no clue he was just like literally a kid. Like, I wouldn't have given him that much responsibility. Like, probably. Like, I mean, he seemed really ready for it at the time.
No, I'm 16. I've ran projects like it was nothing. So I don't know if there's some people who are like really. I hate it when people bring age into it though, because like I'm smarter than pretty much every person in this space. Like, not person in this space.
More experience though. Like, you've done more stuff regardless. You had a drive. You were in it more on your own, just doing it. So like, that's experience you gained. You know.
Yeah, but what was his experience? Did he list his experience? Surely he wouldn't hire him if he didn't have experience anyway.
I mean, you would think. He was in our DAO. Like, this is the whole point. Is like people from Tree DAO, and we have like a certain chat called Keck Gang. It's like some OGs, and like they created their own little separate chat. And he was just a really active member in there. And I just known him for a while, and he seemed really up to the task. And he made like the socials, he made everything like lickety split. He was getting all ready. I think what happened was, we were ready for the launch, and then after launch is always a different case. And then with the near ecosystem, it was even more of a different case. So
wait, can we, before I move on, can we establish something? So, do you admit that making the project was a mistake? Do you regret making the project?
I do. I would not do it again if I did it, but I'm stuck with it now, and I do believe in near. It's just kind of shitty now. I think later on it will get better, and I truly believe that with the art and like all the shit, like I'm shelling out like more than what my near is even worth right now to work on the art. And like a developer, I'm paying the artist 25 grand total. I give him 6 grand up front. I'm paying him more like over time.
Yeah.
And I'm also paying like 15K to develop a raffle house and the breeding contract with Antisocial Ape Club, one of the blue chips of near. So like, I don't know, that's what I'm doing, and like I am going to be working on it and pushing it, and I think when the time is right, it will do well.
Are you still friends with Solana Cow?
Yes.
Telling me he's in Tree DAO.
Right. So Solana Cow and Weeb Trash, they're good friends of mine from back in the day. We used to do shit coins together. They're married. We co-found Tree DAO together. It was just us three pretty much. And one of my other friends who did the contract, but he's kind of antisocial.
Okay, so why? Okay, so you've just admitted that. Before I move on, by the way, people keep messaging me shit. I'm on a walk right now. I'm about to get home, and then I'm gonna sit down in my summer house and I'll read all of your stuff. But anyway, okay. You admit that it was a mistake to make the project, and you admit that like you still have as much as you made from it. So why don't you just send it to like some near? I don't know, like send it to someone who's really bullish on near, because clearly you're still more bullish on Solana. You shouldn't really own a project somewhere with, because like no ETH people launch a project on Solana when they're not more bullish on Solana. It's like, so like why don't you just give it to someone who's more bullish on near than you are? Clearly.
I don't know. I just like to take accountability, and like I started it. I'm gonna finish it. Like,
but it is taking accountability to be like, oh shit, like I've got the money, but I don't know what the fuck to do anymore because Near's kind of shitty now. So like, let me just give it to someone else, and maybe, bro, like that will give you enough reputation points to launch a project in the future on Solana. I get, because right now, if you launch a project on Solana, which clearly you're more bullish on, maybe that's not even like what you want to do, but clearly you have like some sort of drive to like be a project owner one day, maybe, or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Why don't you just refund it, and then in the future, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, my plan. I'm just gonna finish the roadmap and work on it. I still like the project. I think it's a good investment, like for my personal time for the future. And
I just, as a project owner, like who's been a project owner, I can't see like you actually wanting to fulfill it if it's on an ecosystem which isn't your like main one. Like you don't even like.
I'm actually a shitty project owner. I've realized this. Like when I launched Trees, like thank God we barely had a roadmap and we launched for super cheap. Like we ended up cultivating an awesome community, but like in the grand scheme of things, we've been around for like 6 months and I haven't really done much. Like we're up like 5x, and like the community loves it. But that's just because we created like this awesome community.
Saying, bro, like these.
I'm more of a degen. Like I'm good at like just buying shit, hanging out, shooting the shit. Like
that's what. See, that's what the Solstice that everyone we like and love back in the day is, the one who used to just like shit on everyone and used to be, and then bro, like eventually if you wanted to launch a project, it would have been so cool because it would have been like, you know what I'm saying, it would have been like the realest project on Solana. You could have done something like that, but then you kind of went like white, like you turned into like a white kid on Twitter, and like you started doing promotions, you start like not promotions, but I guess you started getting whitelist spots which like attributed to your tweets. You started like being kind of like less aggressive. You get basically bullied. Like you get bullied by Esther. You can't even have the balls to speak on a fucking. You know what I'm saying? So like, how did the bully become the guy who got bullied?
No, I see part of what you're saying. I definitely shit on Esther though. The kid's a fucking shit stain. Like I don't know how he can spend that much time like trying to come after me when like I really don't do much. Like I haven't done shit like to fuck over anyone. Like I don't know. Like it's just insane to me. The kid is obsessed, and I never did anything to him back in the day either. Like I was always cool to him. Like he was kind of a weirdo and treat out. He would post like this gross ass shit all day in our NSFW channel, like and just I don't know, just troll us. But like
what made you go from being like the guy that you used to be to like being kind of like the like less like I guess you're like bro Mindfuck, you single-handedly like fired that shit, and now it's worth like 30 souls. So you were right. You know what I'm saying? So like why don't you do stuff like that anymore? Like I don't see you do stuff like that anymore.
For the most part, I see a lot less
It's
stuff
insane to me.
to talk
The kid is
about.
obsessed. I
Like
never did anything.
I don't know. Most projects like are doing pretty fine. Like in whitelist meta, projects seem to do better for whatever reason. Like I don't see many flat out rugs, cash grabs.
But you're tweeting about derivs now, bro. Like you tweeted about what's it
Oh
called?
yeah.
Mitsuki Labs. Like that looks shit. Like that's not
Oh
gonna last in like a month. But like you tweeted about it, like you were bullish on it.
yeah. So this last
Did you
week
get
I was
whitelist?
tilted. I don't know. I didn't get whitelist. I was trying to, but they like stealth launched, and I was like, oh god, like these guys are gonna fucking rug. But then they started doing like the staking, and they like drew this thing for me and showed me what they're working on, and I'm like, oh, like they're actually working on it.
The thing is, here's what I'm gonna say. It doesn't matter what a derivative does. It's
Yeah.
always gonna end up shit. Like in a year, no one's gonna care about OK
Right.
bills when there's
Right.
OK
Right.
bears. Like
Right.
no
Right.
one's.
Right.
So I don't know how. Even if they
No.
did launch staking and stuff, they don't deserve tweets from you when you're like, you've got an OK bear. So like, why are you even tweeting about some Mitsuki Labs, which is literally just a bear tilted?
I mean,
Which has
historically
like
too, I've always kind of done that. Like, if a deriv looks good, like I'm kind of a sucker for it. But like, I got burned, so like I'm already exhausted of it. I lost like 100 soul last week. I have 70 soul on those mutant bears. I tweeted about. I thought ETH was gonna FOMO those. Like, I thought they were gonna about the
your
moon.
track record, bro. Your track record used to be golden, and now like you've just done loads of shit. What, bro?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me go. I'm literally 2 minutes away from my house, and then I'm gonna read all your messages, guys. Because I've got over 200 people. I'm not even trolling.
Jesus Christ.
I had 16 messages. Now I've got 200. Probably someone spamming. Probably Estate just spamming me. But because he's too scared to speak. But anyway, let's one sec. Little boy, stay. Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing is you're like open to the idea of like you're not the best project owner. You've messed up loads. You're not like denying stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at least you're being honest a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an open book. I like talking to people. Like, it's just how I am.
You're openly admitting, like you've like openly admitted that you're like not the best project. That's what. Okay, I'm still not understanding. Why don't you just refund people? Like, you've got the money, you've got your car. If you refund it, people will be like, "Oh, Kamiko Labs," but you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares?
I don't think it really works like that. You can't just like refund a project like months later. I don't know. Either way, it has like a life of its own. You have like a community. My plan is to like work on the roadmap, and then I have this guy, kind of a good. He was like one of my good followers, and I kind of always just kind of being cool with me. I'm probably gonna like appoint him as like the community manager and helper, and I'm gonna do what I do best and just like do the degen shit. Like I'll shill Kokumo and like work. Like I'll be working on the road. I'll be working on the roadmap.
That's not good enough.
No, yeah, I'm not going to own it anymore. Basically, I'll be handing it off, but also being in charge of the roadmap. Like,
but what is the? But how can you be in charge of the roadmap when you've admitted that you're not the best project owner? By the way, I'm home now, so I'm going to read all your guys' stuff now. I know I've been kind of dragging out, but I'm doing that on purpose because I've been
At the same time, it's good.
Okay.
It's at the same time, it's good practice for me because I am, regardless if I want, I am a project owner. I own Treat right now. Like unless I'm going to pass that off to someone. And we have plans with our roadmap. Kokumo is like a dry run for that, like with the evolution and the staking and all this stuff, and like managing that. Like it's stuff that I wanted to do a Treat out later as like a bigger brand with like profile pictures and stuff. Like, so it is me getting experience. I see it that way, personally.
Yes, to like execute the future really good. Is that what you're saying?
Right. No, yeah, I think it's good experience with getting how the execution.
Fast the God wants to be brought up. Do you want me to bring him up on that?
Who?
Fast the God.
Oh, fast. Yeah, let's see what he wants to say. Sure.
Is he your friend? Give me 1 second.
Good acquaintance. I like what he does. He always looks into a lot of stuff and seems to be pretty good at it.
Okay. Okay, Fast the God, I'm bringing you up. Because guys, I'm not an interviewer, but I feel like Fast is like, isn't he like the rug investigator or something? Let him speak for a bit.
Right.
See what he's got to say. I'm gonna mute for a bit. Fast, you can handle this for a bit, okay? I'm gonna mute. One sec.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
It's up fast.
How's it going? I did have a couple of questions that I did want to ask.
Okay.
First and foremost, none of this is like FUD. I just actually had like questions about it.
Mhm.
And yeah, who is Bolivian?
Bolivian. He is an OG tree member. Been seeing him for a while. He runs this Discord called Hell vs. Heaven. He's launched like a few projects. The most successful one that he seems to be sticking with and working with is the felines on ETH. They seem to be doing kind of well.
Okay.
I don't know him like
So
super
he's-
in depth personally, but I'm pretty acquainted with him through Trudeau.
So he's still currently in TreeDAO. He's an OG member.
Right, he pops in every now and then.
So my only thing with that is that from the information that we have gathered,
Mhm.
looking at all this, Bolivian has launched 3 or 4 soft rugs on Solana, and all of those were birthed from TreeDAO.
Okay.
And from the information we've also seen, part of this money that he was getting paid to shill, or like that he was paying to shill within TreeDAO, was going to allegedly your wallet, Cow's wallet, and the TreeDAO royalty fund.
Which
And
project? There's a few projects we used to partner with. He must have been doing it
Soulbongs.
under a different name because no, I never got money from Soulbongs. We traded a tree once for like a Soulbong because he was pumping it and it was doing well.
Soulbongs, Sendai Birds, Doodle Ducks. I think there's another one.
Never partnered officially with any of those. Sendai, we got like whitelist spots. He gave me like 2 of them, and I never shilled it. I dumped it at like 0.4. The mint was 0.2.
Gotcha. Would you agree or disagree that by leaving somebody that is potentially rugged 3 or 4 projects within TreeDAO, that this is probably the first avenue that he has been to promote each one of his projects each time?
Yeah, I mean, months ago, that was like around the stealth mint meta. People just launched. That was like when rugs were bad. Like, and we were under not scrutiny, but like almost attack by like ruggers because we had a very active open DAO, a bunch of degens. If you put like anything half decent in front of us, we'd probably mince it out. So, I mean, things have definitely changed, but you know that's how it was at the time.
From what I have seen, he was doing all of this on his main account, and
Right.
I don't. I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like
I don't know what wallet that's said wallet. Yeah, like I said, I never had a deal with him personally to like receive stuff. We did not partner with any of his projects.
I have. Are you the owner of 8UJG?
8UJG. Let me look. I have like 3 browsers and like 20 wallets on each one. Okay, not on this one. Eight UJG.
Yeah.
No, not on my main 2 browsers. I can check my Edge too. How is he saying that's like related to our what other transactions like from that wallet are trying to say it's like ours? Like what is it?
I mean, I'd rather keep that like I just want to know if you own that wallet before
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean I'm looking. I don't see, I don't have an 8U. No, it's not me. Kyle randomly DM'd me too to say it's not him, and he never really managed that stuff back in the day, so he wouldn't have had any like deals done with him. I handled all the wallets.
I'm gonna
Guys, give me like
repeat it.
3 more minutes. Fast. Can you handle it for like 5 more minutes, please? I'm doing something
Sure.
quick. Okay.
Yeah, I just looked
Investigate
on all my browsers. I have 4 browsers with like wallets, and
So
none.
you don't
No,
own 8UJG, correct?
100% no.
Okay, well, that wallet is holding the OK Bear that you're using right now. Also has a Cat Girl cartel.
Wait, no way. Okay, well then, am I
I-
not? Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, that's my main fucking wallet. That's literally like my OG wallet. Jesus Christ. 8UJG I know about that. Mushy. Yeah. So how is that?
You just got exposed so hard. I'm running around right now, but wait 1 sec. No,
That's
you
the
just
one
got
I
exposed really
traded
bad.
him like a tree out of. I gave him a tree for like the soul bong. That's like the only transaction I did with him. What? I have not received any shit from his projects. What?
Well, that wallet was just a wallet that I got from TreeDAO. I just wanted to see if you would say that wallet was yours or not.
No, yeah, it is. Sorry, I didn't realize I was looking through. Like I said, I have so many wallets, but it's 100%. Yeah, that's my literal like first wallet. It's my. I put like random holds or like things I just don't intend to sell in there.
Gotcha. Okay. From what I have seen from the proof that was looked into by some people that I know, it looked like there was possibly a deal or something that worked out between TreeDAO as well as Solana Cow um, for these rugs to be advertised / retweeted and broadcasted as degen mints in order to pump for Bolivian, and a kickback was being thrown to Cow and TreeDAO as these projects were, quote, launching underneath tree.
Yeah, I never had a direct association with those projects. Like I said, he handed me like 2 Sendai. No, I never tweeted about Sendai. I never tweeted about those fucking ducks. What was the other one?
Soul bongs.
Soul bongs. No, I got a free one from him, and he was pumping it. He kept asking us. He was trying to like, oh, like get on this. Like we're killing it. Like let's pump it. And I traded him the tree for the bong. That was it. I never tweeted about that stuff or like shilled it in TreeDAO.
Okay, sounds good. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Wait, what? Which happened? The Solana rug investigator just came in and asked you if a wallet was yours, and then you said it was yours, and then he just said, "Oh yeah, that's all I wanted to know." What?
I mean, he's just looking into transactions. There's apparently something. Like I said, I did get a soul bong from him in there, and I'd give him a tree. I didn't receive any royalties or I do shit to shill his projects.
I thought he was about to expose you. That's why I got so excited because I was like, "Wow!" But then he just said, "Oh yeah, thanks for telling me that. I'm a Solana rug investigator. I'm out."
No, I'm sure
I didn't say that. No, I mean in my personal opinion, I think that some of that stuff was like a little maybe dishonest. But who am I at the end of the day? I think that
I mean, I'd
these
like to know
Solana
what
rug
transactions you
investigator.
have because I 100% did not get any funds from him. Like
Well,
that's
yeah, I mean, I think that Solana Cow is kind of a loser. He kind of just talks shit to everybody on Twitter, but he has no base for anything. While he's pocketing money on the side from TreeDAO for advertising these rugs. I mean, the reason that Bolivian is still in NFT trees, there's no reason that guy that's launched 4 rugs in through your community should still be in your community. It's leaving him an access point to come back.
We kind of touched up on this too just a second ago with reptilian guys. Like, I mean, it also had to do with the meta. Like, we don't know necessarily if all those projects were considered like intentional rugs. Like, how many projects just fail or like die out, and then they end up launching
4 in
another
a
one.
row stealth mints that all never did anything that they were promising. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, though, I had nothing to do with like that. I don't. Cow never like advertised stuff in there either. He's not like the marketer or like degen guy people listen to. So that's confusing to me. I don't know what wallet like. You guys are trying to say like got that or
Yo,
what?
kid. Yo, wait, 1 sec. Solana cow, you little moron. You're messaging me saying that I'm not saying that. That's fast to God. I'm a completely different person.
He's mad. I don't know.
He's messaging me saying don't lie. That's all you gotta say about me. I'm not even the one saying it, kid.
Yeah, I don't know. We've been under a lot of just dealing with a lot of shit from people. Like I don't know. SA's just always saying a bunch of shit, and like he always trolled us. Like he's hung out in Treat Out for like months and months. Yet all he did was like talk shit about us.
Wait! Fast to God, I'm adding him. He wants to speak. Let's see what we've got to say. I'm excited.
There we go. Fast, where did you get your information about me? I haven't ever received a dime from partner projects or anybody that launched shit in Treat Out. I wish I. Yeah, I'd like some.
Where'd I get my information?
Yeah.
Solana Rug Investigators.
I'll get back into town.
Do you own the wallet 524I?
What are the last four?
The last four are 4FCF.
That sure is mine, but I've never received any money from Bolivian from that.
Some of these transactions are hard to read now. We were like looking into this like a month ago, but
I have received royalties from our Tree DAO royalty wallet from sales of trees into that wallet.
Maybe that's where the connection is.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Are you trying to link our royalty wallet to people who are totally uninvolved here?
No.
You are getting demolished.
Yeah. Nice try, buddy.
Demolished.
I've got to go make a 6-hour drive. So when you have some real evidence, feel free to invite me back on stage. See ya.
Oh, I mean, we can for sure talk. I mean, I can show you all these wallets of where you guys. So, what is your connection with Bolivian? Oh, he left.
I mean, it's probably pretty much the same thing. I mean, Cal is one of our community managers. He knows like everyone, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not super close with Bolivian. He's been there. I knew he launched Soulbongs, and Senda he was like helped launch. I thought it was like his friend's project, and like Soulbongs was doing good for a while. They had like decent branding. They were like had like a partnership with SoulSox. So like, I mean, that just kind of comes in full circle to the discussion of like, what's like a intentional rug or like what's really going on. Like, I don't know. And that's not like my responsibility to like make sure every single person in my DAO is like not like behaving. Like, I mean, if they're being like obscene and like just like this rugger getting all this money, like there's like a 0.1 mint that like maybe they thought it was going to go somewhere. Maybe they thought hopefully like it was going to catch on. Like, I don't fucking know.
Somebody just tweeted out fast to cringe god. What the fuck is this?
No, you're good, man. Like I like that you look into shit, but like, you know,
I'm not interrogating Solstice. I just had questions about these people that
No, yeah. I 100% am right there with you, man.
These people
like,
are in your Discord.
I'm curious too, like to see what transactions or like whatever's going on like should be talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you all these wallets and stuff. Like I said, we looked at this like a month ago, and
for sure.
There's a lot that goes into, or there's been a lot of rugs, so like we haven't really touched back on it.
Yeah, that was like rug season, man. Everything was a rug back then. Everyone would buy anything for 0.1 and like hope that it went 100x, and like 1 out of 100 of them would do it. Like Boryoku Dragons, everyone thought that was a rug. Turned out to be legit. Tyra Robotics was like literally a rug, and I mean that's a whole story in itself too. That was put in a lot of work, and maybe they just dropped the ball. But you know, it's just so many factors in that NFT world. And like Reptilian kind of said it too the other day. Like, you buy like a picture, like if you don't like, that's your responsibility. Like, no one's assuring you an investment on any of these. Like, even if it is just a flat out rug, like I don't know, it sucks. What are we gonna fucking do about it? Like, try to make better. Just try to make better decisions going forward. Like, you know.
These people are idiots, man. Yeah, I wasn't here to expose Solstice, and I just muted up. I literally said at the start, this is like not fun. I just had a question.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. I mean, we've always been pretty cool. I
also don't believe Bolivian should be in Tree DAO.
No, it's also a conversation I could consider and talk more about. But like I said, now he like launched Felines, and he seems like sticking with that. Like, it's his profile picture. He has a decent amount of recognition on ETH. like, and that would indicate like maybe he wanted a project the whole time, but they just didn't work out. Like, you know, it sucks. Like, not everyone's gonna launch a banger, their first project, and like everyone's gonna love it. Like,
what I find weird is just that like you've admitted that you're not the best project owner. You've admitted that you've still got them. Why don't you just send back the money for Kamuko? Like I don't understand.
I'd
Like,
rather
why do
work,
you
I'd
want it
rather
to make
work on it.
Kamuko?
I do like it. I don't know. It's mine right
But
now.
what? But why? Because you've already said you're not like the best project owner. Even bro, I ran
To
my
get the
first
experience, I want to be a better project owner. Like, it is something I want to work
with
on.
Kamuko, but on a chain that's not. You don't even like near that much. Like you even said that's quite bad right now. Like
Yeah,
there's
but
people
that's
that like
just
dedicate
that's
themselves to it, but you're like you
it'll
just tapped in.
it'll
It's not
get
gonna do that
better.
well.
I'm a hopeful person. I like to see the glass half full. It'll get better over there.
But if it doesn't do better, then what? Like that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
then,
Like, if it
then
doesn't
I
do
finished
better,
I finished the roadmap, and you know that's all on.
and then
Like, I did everything.
no, just say it. Just say what you're about to say. It's
No,
soft,
I
bro.
mean, like, yeah, like, no. I mean, I am gonna do everything I said I would say at this point, and that's like all you can really do in projects, you know.
True.
And yeah, it's just how I feel about it. Like, I said I was gonna do something on it, so I'm gonna do it. And
Well, yeah, obviously I'm not going to force you to give it away if you believe in it, but it just feels weird. I don't know because it seems like you don't even care about near that much. So why are you only
not currently. It's hard for me to shill it. I was like hyped up shilling it. I like pumped their whole ecosystem on my last Kokuma pump. I pumped like every near blue chip like 2x with all the liquidity that was rolling through, and it was just such a entertaining scenario because like so many people on the eco were like trying to band together with us against me, but then like once they realized what was going on, they're like, well, you know what, like, fuck it. Like,
okay. By the way, I asked guys because you guys were sending me loads of stuff. But I've got literally so many messages. Send me what you want to say about Solstice. Because
everyone's DMing me to tell you to refund balloons.
I'm not refunding anyone. That's my final answer. Well, I will refund people, but not now. Like, give me time.
I'm confused about that too. Like, what point are you refunding? You're refunding the minters, or like who's getting refunded?
No. Because I need to refund the people that bought. No, obviously not the minters. I'm refunding the people that bought before it became a rug.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm.
Sounds
like
complicated.
How much I'm. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated, but I'm gonna do it. Like, if you don't believe I'm not. If you don't believe I'm gonna do it, I don't care.
Oh no. I believe you have interesting things you want to do. I think one day you're gonna do something really interesting. I don't know.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like the people. Like it doesn't bother me if you don't believe me. Like I don't have a reputation.
Sure. Wait, am I allowed to ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can it be like
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can ask me one question. I'll give you one question. I've already been on a podcast for like 2 hours. So
yeah.
Yeah, you did a really good job of like answering questions on the podcast and interviewing yourself.
Yeah, because bro, they're shit. Like they are so bro. Like did you see that they blurped me saying Enigma, and they said, "Oh, it's because we don't want to dox anyone." But the only word I said was Enigma. I never said anyone's name. I literally said Enigma, and they blurped it out. Like they're so. Ice Knife is literally he's a weirdo. He said he was going to blurp some names out that I said because he said I was doxing people, but I wasn't doxing anyone. I literally just said the word Enigma, and I was saying this is what I said. I said he was like because if you guys remember, he was like, keep us added, bro. I want you to send us stuff. I said no, bro. I can't message you because you are like that icon. You are like the influencer, so I can't expect you to tweet stuff. I know bad stuff about everyone, even in Enigma. And then he blurped the word out Enigma. Like he literally just lied completely. But also, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, just ask your question about like I'm not going to talk about the podcast because that's just this is about something else. But also the podcast, yeah, bro. Like, I came on, interviewed myself because they just kept asking me the same questions over and over again, and then gave them the most views they're ever going to see on any podcast because they're terrible hosts. So like at the same time, I don't really care. Like that's their. I am the good price show. Like that is the only time anyone went on that show was to watch me. So like I don't really care what happens with that dumb podcast because they're terrible hosts. Actually, Solana Legend is pretty good. It's just Ice Knife, like literally just repeating the same stuff over and over.
I mean, that's what he does on Twitter, right?
Yeah, no, like, yeah.
If you're reading this, I love you. I don't know. He's funny. I
love
like Chris Knife. He's funny. He's just like
Bro,
he just does whatever he does. Like just like hangs out and says shit. I don't know. He doesn't. It's not like he's like this big alpha guy, and he never said he was. Like I don't know. I like him for that.
true. Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah, I don't not like him. I just think he's just a little liar, like a little four eyes, just a little nerd that just lies about everything. And then, like, I don't know. He's just a bit weird, to be honest. But also, what is your question, Fast? Because I'm about to get sent loads of stuff on the thingy, and then I'll answer those.
So my one question
Ask those.
is kind of like not really a paragraph, but it's like, okay, I'll just say it. So I think that your master plan here is that, you know, you want to launch another project and then no one will ever know that. And then from the funds that you make from that, you'll be issuing refunds. But do you think that that will excuse the past things that you've done to the ecosystem or make it seem as a thing that you're coming clean? I think that.
Okay. Wait, are you done with your question?
Kinda. I mean, well, just to kind of go back on that, I mean, I think that you know that there's like a lot of people that's like that are looking into your wallets, that are looking into everything, and you know, do you think that this will save you from it?
Number one, I don't care about what anyone's investigating. I don't care what they find. I've done such a good job at protecting myself. Even one of the biggest investigators tweeted something which wasn't true. So like, it's like, I'm good. Like, if you think I'm scared, you've got it completely wrong. Number two, if I damage the ecosystem, I'm not refunding to save the ecosystem, because it's not my job to refund. I don't have to refund anything, and I don't. It's part of the ecosystem to get rugged. So if you get rugged, you're not supposed to expect a refund at all. So the fact that I'm saying I will refund isn't even something that you can like. I didn't expect you to believe it. I only said it because I was like, I'm just being an honest guy. I'm like, yeah, that's what my plan is. But if you don't believe my plan, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, no, but I've got the proof. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. No, like, don't believe me if you don't have to. Like, people keep saying stuff to me and then expect me to answer, but I'm not gonna answer because I don't have like a reputation to protect. It's not like I'm trying to protect. Like, you guys are like, you both are influencers. You both have to like answer FUD against your name. You both have to. I don't have to do anything. I can do what I want. Like, nothing. So I don't really care. And it was, I'm not trying to clear my name either. Like, if something happens, then something happens. If something doesn't happen, then something doesn't happen. I don't owe anyone anything. Like, you guys are saying it like I owe people. No, bro. When you get rugged, you get rugged. That's it. You can't get refunds on the ecosystem. You get like, there's no chargebacks. You get scammed. You get scammed. Like, that's it. But if I'm saying I'm going to refund, which I don't have to say, and I don't benefit from saying it, I don't benefit at all by saying I'm going to refund. Like you just said, there's no way to clear my name or whatever. I don't benefit from anything I say. I don't benefit from anything I do. I don't benefit from answering your question. I don't benefit from doing the facility. I don't benefit from interviewing Solstice. I don't benefit from anything. I don't have anything to gain from anyone. And people are like, oh yeah, you're building this platform so you can rug. Bro, I've rugged two of the biggest, like the two of the projects that have been rugs have been the biggest projects in the ecosystem on that day. Like, that was the subject, you know. And the Bloomsville Rugger is like one of the most well-known like phrases in the ecosystem. So like, what am I don't need nothing to help me do anything. I'm self-made. I can do anything I want if I want to do it myself. I don't need to build a platform. I don't need to expose ruggers and then be like, oh, by the way, guys, here's my new project. No. Like, if I wanted to make a new project and rug again, I'll make a new project and rug again. If I wanted to make a legit project, I'll make a legit project. I don't need to use a alias to benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't need anything.
Saying.
So I think I over answered your question, but there's the answer.
It sounds good. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought you were like gonna say, and I get it. I do, but yeah, I don't know. I think that the projects that you didn't have a roadmap or anything, and people just bought in because of the art, I don't know if I can consider that like truly a rug, because I mean, you never really promised anything on some of those, but donating to charity, I think that was kind of wrong. I think you do too.
Yeah, bro, I can. Okay, yeah, I guess.
Donating
yeah,
to my
Was that the
or to
doodle
my-
rug? That was you. That's.
Doodle Dragons.
I mean, you'd like to make a statement. I don't know.
But
I
Guess.
like no, bro. Like, I just like
The
being like this troll. Like, I'm this big internet troll who also is basically a genius when it comes to making like that's just. And then people try and twist it and be like, oh no, but no, like, and then people right now I'm getting someone just messaged me. Loads of people are messaging me positive stuff. I'm not trying to say stuff to make you think, but I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, you guys don't need to even tell me anything you think. But someone just messaged me and said you don't even have the balls to get your project back from Hydra. Bro, Hydra stole the like they didn't give me a choice.
Should
I
derug
gave them
it?
the option.
Should
Yeah,
relaunch
And
well,
they
it?
took it.
Well, they would keep
Like,
it regardless, the wallets and stuff, because they want to make sure that they're getting their cut in royalties.
True.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
true.
Like, what am I? Like, don't say, "Oh, get your bro." They stole it.
There's
from
nothing
me.
that he could have done. But this is,
They
by the
had
way,
them in-
none of this is excusing anything that you've ever done.
I
in
know,
the
I
past.
know, I know. But don't say I don't have the option to take it back. Like, there isn't. Don't say get it back. I don't. I can't. Like, you're telling me. You're telling me you should. I can't. Like, physically, I cannot do that. They've got the mint authority. They didn't give me a choice. They didn't. I told them I'll give them the money. I told them I'll give them my real ID. And they just the entire conversation I had with Prez was him just delaying changing the mint authority. Like, he didn't have any derug lizards and remint it. No, like, I'm not doing any mints. This Elias, this is my Elias now. Like, the Bloons of Rugger owns the Solana rug prevention facility. That is me now. Like, every project that whatever I do in the future is never going to be linked to this. And I know you might be saying, oh yeah, what if you rug a project and just don't say it's you? But bro, like, okay, you can think that, but I'm not gonna like answer. Like, what can I say? Like, yeah, sure, you can believe that, but
I mean,
also, if I wanted to rug a project, I wouldn't make this. I wouldn't like this. Guys, people think this benefits me. It doesn't benefit me at all. Like, none of this extra stuff that I'm doing benefits me. Also, guys, let's change the subject because this isn't even about me. This is about what's it called? This is about Solstice. Like, the project's done. Like, it got stolen, and that's it. Like, I wanted to make a legit project, and it wasn't possible. The second they found out it was me, it was done. So, like,
Wait,
there's no
who is the user ASC on OGU?
me.
Oh, what the fuck? They said someone messaged me on Twitter that said the user ASC is permanently banned for the following reason: poor, delusional, scammer, homeless, fat, 5'1", buck teeth, and the list goes on.
Yeah, I know, bro. But the thing is, though, like, OG users, like, I dominated that as well, and I'm literally friends with the owner. Like, the owner, I play Mario Kart with the owner sometimes.
Oh, maybe
like,
they're trolling, I guess. But
yeah, like OG users, like, that's a joke. Also, Fight Club Rug, by the way, people don't mention. I refunded I gave Ace his money back. If he didn't refund people that got rugged from Fight Club, that's on him. He's got my money. I gave him the money.
What's Fight Club?
I gave him 25k. I rugged 20. It was my second ever rug.
Oh.
I gave him 25k. He's got 25k. I only rugged like 20k. If he didn't refund, that's on him. Like, I already gave the money back. You're a start. Well, you're actually smart and manipulate. I'm not manipulating anyone. I don't benefit from this, bro. Like, I can go off right now and make a rug project in 3 weeks, and it will be the biggest thing again. Like, is that for me? It's that simple. Anyway, bro. Estee, bro. Like, how long till we? Oh, he sent it to me. Okay. I got everything. Okay, can we continue with this interview? Or what?
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's finish what we're. Yeah. What else does he want to say?
Why is he downplaying the fact that Kamiko Kongs was his idea? He founded it with Cow and Pushbop, then left Pushbop holding the bags while was not doing anything.
I never said it wasn't my idea. It was an idea we had in the Treat Out private channel. We all started talking about it, and I was like, yeah, let's launch it. Everyone started getting like fired up, and we just kind of went with it. Like, I don't know, but it was never my intention to be like the main guy project lead. Like, that was already the plan from the start. I was going to pay people and like just kind of help launch it. And like, it was going to moon because like I don't know. That was the thesis at the time, at least. It was a flawed thesis, but like.
Estee is claiming the only reason you ever returned to the idea of Kamiko Kongs is because he exposed it. Because literally nothing ever came from the roadmap. Like, it was abandoned for like weeks, and then suddenly, as soon as all of it came up again,
already touched on that too, and he sabotaged like our one catalyst. Like we had a partnership with Newton coming up, and they were like a big project at the time. Everyone talking about it, and we were gonna get staking with them, and it was supposed to be extremely bullish, and I was gonna buy it up and chill it. Like we had people working on the project. Like it's just now I am working on it. Yeah, I took responsibility because like I just didn't want to deal with all this shit, and like feeling like
Did you claim that Tree DAO was going to spend money on it and like further up the project? Did you claim like Tree DAO was going to be like? You did, but he's saying that was zero money spent on doing anything to further the project on Tree DAO.
No, I've been using some of the DAO money to help, like with certain things.
I was like, wait. Here's what I don't understand. Okay, you've said that you've got the 7K near. Why is that not being? Why are you involving Tree DAO? Why don't you just spend the money you have?
Because
like you have the money. Like, why don't you just fund it with that?
That's like my reason to be bullish on Near. Like if I have a bag, like I'm gonna want to work on it and chill it. Like if I had no Near, I would be like not feeling like wanting to do anything on Near.
That doesn't answer the question. I'm saying like I'd
rather spend other money like and keep the Near bag because that's my investment in the ecosystem. That's what keeps me wanting to even be there.
It's like your personal, what you gain personally. Why don't you just spend it and then gain royalties from it? Like gain the royalties is what you get because that's.
Because I have money other like I can sell like random shit. Like I'll find money, like spend on it.
You have to make it harder for yourself and not find it when you can just spend the money you've got.
Because like I said, that's my investment and motivation to actually care about Near in the future of Near.
It's not your investment though, because you got it from the mint. Like that was from mint fund.
Yeah, but it's still mine at this point. Like, and like I said, right now I'm holding it. It's worth like 37K, and I'm already committing myself to spend like 40,000 on the roadmap. So like, you can make whatever you want of that, but like I'm gonna get the money and spend it and work on it. And like I want to keep the Near because I think one day if Solana is like $1,000, Near will be 100. Like I think on the multi-year perspective, like that's just how I do it.
Okay, one example of you like kind of like dragging out Kamuka and like creating this kind of fake hype is apparently you announced cabins. Is that true? And then you dragged it on for many months.
Bring out the cabins. Oh, this is funny.
One person.
Cabins. My tree is. They're all laughing right now. Cabins. Yeah. Wait. What else do you want to say about the cabins? Keep going.
Sorry. Wait. This is crazy because I feel like you're gonna laugh when I say because this is crazy. What he's about.
This is so fun. They're going crazy in the chat. They love the cabins. When cabins.
One person waiting for cabins literally died without them ever coming out. Like, what is that? What is that? Did someone die?
Oh, there's this turtle, man. Oh, I'm gonna get sad. That's fucked up.
Why is he
I forget his name. Yeah, wait. We had this turtle friend, and he was. Yeah, when I started trees, a lot of my big supporters were from the Turtle Squad because I was active in the DAO there. And...
You don't have to explain it, bro.
No, yeah.
Weirdo. I don't know why he's saying stuff like that. If that actually means something, we're literally talking about cartoon JPEGs, and you're talking about someone dying.
This is Monty. That's fucked up, man. I don't know. Shit happens in life. What the fuck do you want, dude? Like, I don't know. The fact that this kid can't understand like basic shit that happens in life just shows like so much about his like intelligence. Like,
so you ripping a bong? Sounds like someone smoking in the background.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just getting high. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure if I would have released cabins, Monty would still be here. No.
What does it have, bro? That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Why? I thought it had something to do with it. Estee just made that point, and it's literally just someone coincidentally passed away in real life. What does that have to do with anything? What? If I died right now on the podcast, like, does that mean it's Solstice and Fast the God's fault? Like, it has nothing to do with Kamuko. That was brain dead, Esther. I don't know why you just said that. Anyway, you mentioned skeletons in your closet. Before, what did you mean by that? What did you mean when you said, "Oh, I've got skeletons in my closet"? Before you saw my announcement.
I don't know skeletons. I don't know. Either way, just like people make mistakes, man. I don't know. It's a story for another day. Like people will know. because I'm actively doing shit. My intentions are clear. I have conversations with people. What I'm doing, like, my conscience is clear. I'm here to talk, like, about what's relevant. So either
That
way,
was I don't know what, bro. I wouldn't have said that if I only said that because he made it look like it had something to do with it. But it's literally just
no.
if it was just like, what? Why did you say that? What are you talking about? He said you meaned it, apparently. Like, you meaned that he died while waiting for the caverns.
No,
Apparently.
man, that's fucked up, man. Poor Monty. No, the cabins thing is funny. I don't know. I guess I'll touch up on that. Like, trees. You know, it's been a journey. Like I said, when people launch projects, you know, oh, they want money, whatever. So we had the idea. We were new to the space. I mean, I had just got my ass beat on like Solanas. I came to Solana. I spent like 400 Sol on those fucking llamas. Sol was like mooning. Either way, I ended up like starting. I went on Rory, flipped that into an SMB, got in the DAO, and that's when I started kind of learning more. Like, you got to get in the DAO where like people are successful, and like being around those successful people is how you learn. And so then I got in turtles, and I ended up launching trees. We just had this like goofy idea. I just thought like the tree was like a meme and it was gonna moon. I had the lumberjack idea. Deflationary. I got that idea from like playing with shitcoins on Binance Smart Chain, and I figured like people get hyped with like buybacks, burns, like, you know, it's exciting. It didn't quite work out. Like a weekend, the hype was dying. Solana wouldn't list us, and it was just like dealing with like the project. Like, I remember thinking like, wow, like I know why people just walk away from projects right now. Like, but like that's not necessarily me. So, you know, here I am now still, and you know, I had a lot of ideas along the way. Like, I always come up with ideas that like I think at the time are gonna be like so sick. It's gonna fucking moon everything. So like one of our ideas, we saw Solstice do really well, and we're like, we're gonna chop up the trees. They're gonna become these cabins. So like, Tree Girl, she drew all these cabins. It took us like 2 months. You know, by the time it was kind of ready to go, Solstice took a shit. No one cares about like these crappy houses anymore. And so we were thinking like, oh, maybe if we integrated them into like a game, like they need real utility. And then like, you know, that's a whole nother story. Like trying to get developers and like build that. Like Kyle has a decent amount of experience with Unity and like making games. Like, so, you know, eventually we wanted to do something, but you know, that's
the
just
reason why he.
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, just touching on like the fact that like roadmaps and pivoting. Like, look at DGods. Like, I shit on them because they had nothing that they did, and they raised like so much money. That was mostly why I was mad. We launched at the same time, and we both had a deflationary aspect, and we raised like 1,600 Sol, and they raised like 30,000, and like that was kind of always why I was kind of at their necks. But then like they pivoted and they kicked ass, and they made me a fuck ton of money because I bought DGods on the way up. Like, I don't know. That's the market. Like, you can't like always assume a roadmap's going to go 100%, and you have to like, if the team pivots, like that's usually a good thing. I don't know.
By the way, he says that apparently the reason why he brought it up is because you joked about it, like the guy dying.
I never joked around. It's not something funny, you know.
Can I say something about estate? Because the fact that you made me say that is a piss take. Because I always preach that in real life doesn't have like, it's like I don't like it how people like compare anything that's done on the space to real, like, because I don't know, like we're talking about cartoon JPEGs, he's talking about someone dying, and then he's blaming the cartoon JPEG for that. Like, I don't know, he's like linking the two. Like, it's a piss. Oh fuck. The reason why I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Essay because people don't know anything about him and what his reputation OG users is actually like. Because like Solstice keeps saying he's like a kid. I'm like 80% sure this guy's like 13 as well, because this guy on OG users, this like the reason why he's not talking is because he's actually a child. Like, he's a child. Because like on OG users, his reputation is like he used to bot people's like Discords and stuff. He used to like add people, and like, you know, there's like this Discord glitch or something like hack kind of thing where you basically mass group them and they can't see what's going on in their He used to do shit like that. Like, he was like a little weasel basically, and he also was like a pussy on OG users. People be like, because I used to always hop in calls in OG users. people used to hate me because I would like 1v20 people. 20 people were getting angry at me. I was like shouting back at them and stuff. But Estee was always like a pussy who used to like just type shit. I don't respect him anymore. I'm gonna block him now because like, what the fuck are you saying? But yeah, that kid is literally a child. I don't know why his reputation is like, I don't know what the fuck, like why did he just say that? Also, I'm not trying to say that to make myself look better. I'm like actually like mad. Like I don't know why that pisses me off. And then you started crying, and then I felt really bad. Anyway, though, let's talk about some other stuff. Also, he said he wanted to schedule a meeting with you, though, Solstice, at a different time because he's out apparently, even though he's literally listening to the space typing every
meeting with me. What?
Yeah, he wants to get in a call with you and talk to you.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. I'll get a fucking call with him. Let me get on here. Everyone can hear talk to him.
Yeah. Estee, if you think you're so big and you think you're such a youngster, then come up here and talk.
Whatever you want to say. I'm an open book. Like I connect with everyone. Like that.
Well. I know you didn't. Wait, yo, Estee, add me back if you can hear me, because I blocked you and you're removed now. Let's let this pussy come up here and explain why he just said that. Or is he just going to say something stupid? Like, oh yeah, but I'm out and I can't talk right now. Or he keeps using the decentralized excuse, but it's literally just a voice. Like me talking right now doesn't do any, like, bro, I got an English accent. England's like, how many millions of people? Like what, how is he? He's American. Like his country is even bigger than mine. How is he not willing to just speak?
Is he American? I have no clue, honestly.
I don't know anything about him. I think he's literally 12. I'm not even joking. Because he's like notably a pussy. Like he doesn't speak.
I don't know.
He's scared to like actually get in a call.
There's like this kid in Turtles. There's Airy Too Poor. He has like 2 million on TikTok or some shit. He said something sus. He was like saying Este's been talking to him since he was 11, but Este's like a lot older. But he won't say how old he is.
Este's definitely. Because bro, on OG users as well, like everyone in OGU who's hearing me right now can vouch. Like this guy, even on there, his reputation is shit. Like no one likes him there.
Jesus
like
Christ.
People used to like. He's such a dickhead.
And the funny thing about Este is like he used trees to like shill his cryptic DAO relentlessly and poach our users, but like when has he ever had like an alpha call or done anything remarkable? Like everyone in there knows he's never done shit. Like, and his only like 2 decent things I've seen him hold that like made money were Tayo and D-Gods, which I was pushing, and like I bought fat bags and just held. Like, that's how
he's not responding to me or adding me back right now. And he just switched, like he made it look like he's out because he just switched to his mobile to make the green symbol like that says he's online into a phone. So now it looks like he's actually out and he's not at home. What a pussy. He's 100% he's like 12. Anyway, okay, yeah, so basically, bro, like that's like all the FUD that I'm like seeing. I'm gonna go on the Google document again, scour through, but you basically, because the thing is, you're not like innocent because you have admitted that like you're not the best project owner and stuff, but at the same time, you keep saying you keep preaching that you're gonna like follow the roadmap. So I don't see like what's actually that bad. If this guy's just bullying you and he's not letting you actually have a chance to. Because by the way, the reason why like I wanted to expose Solstice is because this guy Este has been spamming me like every single day. Like, oh, by the way, Solstice. He keeps messaging me shit. Like, he doesn't stop.
Right now, how much of a fucking little twat he is. You have like no reasoning skills, and like this is why your alpha sucks, Este, and why you don't make money. Like you're a fucking bitch. Like I don't know. You don't have reasoning skills. Like you try to blame like these factors that like don't matter, and like these aren't important. Like you're not important. You want to be relevant. That's why you keep trying to come at me. Like I don't respond to you on Twitter anymore. Like you're nothing, dude. Fuck you. Like I don't know. If you were like, why are you? What is your motivation, dude? Like I was always cool to you in TreeDAO, and then like you just started doing this all of a sudden. Like I don't understand what, because you asked me to like retweet some of your cryptic posts and I didn't fucking retweet them. Like, dude, get fucking over yourself. Like
look what I
bought his shitty project, dude. I bought Cryptic. I was in there for months. There was no alpha. Any secondary call he did shit. And then he goes and gets a whitelist that like literally every other project got. And they'll try to like brag about it and like create FOMO. Like oh yeah, we got whitelist to this. Like okay, that's the good one.
Nah, I promise you that he's like 12. I'm looking through the Google document. Okay, what I will say is, because I was going to expect, like, it's like this is stuff that should probably be public. But the problem is, like, if you're actually still, because you've just said in front of like 1,000 people, basically, yo, I am following through the roadmap, and I am, like, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's not really worthy. Like, if he's just speaking based on the past, but you've like, would Kamiko Kongs vouch for you and say, yeah, he's actually been putting in the work?
Yeah, I
Like, the
mean,
people that hold it.
I think so. I mean, you could attest to that by the floor price is like just super stable right now. Volume's not crazy, but it's just kind of sitting there waiting to go. Like if people start getting excited about the art, and that was my goal. Like, I don't know, the new prototype for it. I'm paying a lot for this guy, and he's like, I think he's good. I think I can create FOMO like from outside the ecosystem and make it go. Like people are gonna want it.
Wait, fast.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Google document that I keep talking about?
No, I have not. Like I said, we did our own research, kinda. We just like looked at wallets and stuff. But we never really like to be honest, it was not at the top of our list. There's clearly you know, actual like rugs and stuff, and this was just like hypotheticals. Wait, somebody tweeted me by the way and said that somebody made me cry. I'm not crying. What the hell is that? Wait, was it somebody else I missed? What the hell happened?
No. I don't know. But
What
you
the
did
fuck?
kind of like, you built your shit up like you were about to expose. Like you were like,
Oh,
oh, is this
no,
your
no,
wallet?
no.
And then
I
randomly
even
you're
said
like,
at the
oh no.
start, I'm not here to FUD. No, I've like pretty much always looked up to like Solstice. Like one of the reasons I started like I don't know, tweeting like edgy, I would say, like calling projects out like aggressively or something. I like got that from Solstice. So no, I wasn't trying to FUD. I was just trying to figure out like what the hell was going on with this like Bolivian guy and like why he's still in there. To be honest.
I think that's an interesting thing to talk about quick too. Like reptile guy, you're wondering like why I chilled out. Like I see a lot of my like old self and like people rising up right now, like Fast, Alexander, like, you know, they're just kind of really out there, edgy, saying like whatever the fuck they want and like causing shit, you know, saying stuff about projects, whatever they want to say. And like, you know, I think there's an evolution. Everyone goes through stuff and like has their place. Like you see like Soul Buckets, like I don't know, what does he do? He just kind of vibes and like hangs out. Like no one has an issue with him. Like, you know, that's kind of like to the point where I feel like I'm getting like, you know, I made a lot of good trades. I did like a decent amount of stuff. Like I'm kind of just chilling right now. Like I have my life and like, you know, I love it here. I hang out with everyone, shit posts, and just like do what I do. But like, you know, everyone just goes through their journey. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So I don't understand then, because okay, so if you are like it's factually known that you're trying to like derug it, but then you're just basically getting bullied by the same. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think anyone's really listening to him anymore. He wants like attention. He wants his account to blow up, but like he has no alpha. Like he doesn't do shit. Like I was in Cryptic now. He doesn't. I don't know. I've known this kid for a while. Like he's never done shit. Like so. I mean, I don't give him much of a platform. He can keep trying to talk. Whoever's like brainwashed enough to listen to him. I was kind of sad. This one guy I knew, he used to look up to me and message me a lot. He was saying some wild shit like I'm going to jail and like Estee is this great guy and he can't believe like what I've been doing, and I'm just like what is going on over there? Like what are you guys doing down bad chat central? Like they're all just like not doing that great, so they want to point fingers. Like that's just how I see it. Like all my haters have always been just down bad and mad. Like that's just the best way to put it. Like
So are you going to do tree cabin? Like, are you going to do the cabins now?
we pivoted.
I've got some screenshots.
We pivoted, but like the cabins are something we wanted to implement later in like a metaverse game. You know, I'm gonna be around here like forever. Like if I joke around that trees are a soft rug on the timeline of my lifespan because it's how long they'll be around for.
So I've got I had a screenshot which was like you basically admitting that like people who bought into something earlier were basically like what's it called? You know when you like dump on people, you were like basically saying that there was like a certain amount of people who got dumped, but the new people. Is it true? I can't find it. Fuck.
I'd like to know
But-
what project or what you're talking about, because like I'm notorious for like my diamond hands, like, and when I tweet I have like a code, like I will never like tweet a low cap project and then like dump it right after when it 2x.
No. It's
like,
your project. It was like it had something to do with you saying like, oh, we're doing this new thing. Fuck all the people that used to hold. They're just gonna get dumped on. You said something like that. I can't find it.
Sounds interesting. I must have been either. Yeah, I know. I can't really comment until I see it, I guess.
Okay. Someone just messaged me something really good. You know the what's it called? Proboscis monkey. You know that project? That rug?
I fucking love those things. Damn it, dude! It was looking so good. Oh,
you were like trying to derug it, but you were like also, but you just also abandoned that. Like basically the same as Kamiko. You just stopped randomly.
I was never like the sole derugger, or I mean, I'm literally just me. I'm the degen who buys a bunch of them. I have like 50 of them, and I'm gonna chat with the guys who are like developing it. I asked them like a few days ago. They said a demo is coming soon. I mean, would be sick if eventually something comes out. Otherwise, there's not much really to talk about right now. I mean, what am I gonna go shill? Like tell people that it might be coming out soon? Like I don't know. Show me something. Like if it's out, I'll talk about it. Fuck yeah! Like I always believed in the idea of it. Like.
Okay. See, someone just messaged me again. So this guy's from OG users as well. He's like, yeah, FDay's still known as a pussy on OG as well. Like, he's still like people still like hate that kid. Hey, we're trying to stop him. But yeah, no one likes him. Like on OG, I knew that already, but
he needs to shape up, like, and just focus on himself. Like, quit worrying about me yesterday. Like, I don't know why you're so obsessed.
He was messaging me. He was messaging me so much about you, and I was like, okay. And he was sending me shit, but then when I actually like break it all down, I'm like, wait, you keep talking about. Okay, yeah, maybe it was like, and like there was a period of time where it's a rug, but also if your holders even are like vouching for you, saying, yeah, he's trying, then I don't really see the issue. But
there's a mixed bag. There was some holders saying like, oh well, like fuck you guys. But if you look, there was definitely some people who were like, Push Pop has been here all the time. Like, I know you guys have been trying to work on it. Like, and that's just how the space is. When people are down, some people are going to be all super fucking mad. Other people are going to be like, no, guys, it's going to get better. Like, look. And it's just how it is. So, I mean.
Okay, so if you had to give one statement on Kamiko Kongs and like people saying, oh, it's a rug. Actually, wait, before I end it, one more question. Like, so with these like shit that you keep pumping or whatever, like you keep tweeting about, like, are you gonna like Reptilian Renegade, for example? I literally attest to this because I am the person. You got 30 whitelist tokens for that, didn't you?
Yes.
Which I'm not. You didn't ask for. You didn't like push for that. It's what Alex offered you. But you were tweeting about it and didn't let anyone know. So like, how do we know that the projects that you're always tweeting about aren't projects that you also are getting whitelisted on?
I mean,
that's what people's main.
You want people to be invested and like want the project to do good, right? Like, if people keep saying like, "Oh, I should have given those tokens out," like to who? People that would sell it? Like, I'm literally holding every single one. Like, I don't know what else. I don't know. People want to say things like, because I'm in a position and they're in a position, but like, if you look at my actions, like, I think they're pretty clear cut. Like, I didn't fucking sell. I believed in the project. I wasn't like pushing it like crazy. I was just talking about it when I felt a certain way. Like you put that announcement out and I got chilled. I was like, oh fuck, like this looks big. Like they're working on shit. Like, I don't know, they put out some art. People are excited about it. Like, oh, that was cool. And then I sold some of my eyes to take my cost out. And then I like started connecting the dots, and I was like, oh wait, fuck, like, because I remember the conversation. I don't know if it was you on the Twitter, but I asked like, I was trying to tell you like, oh no, we need to do like 8,000, like 10K supply, like to stick with the meta. And you were like, no, man, like if you knew what we had planned. And so that like started clicking in my head, and I was like, okay, they're gonna do the 4,000 mutants, and it's gonna be like this big like collection. People are loving it, like both of them are gonna moon. Like, I don't know, it was starting to feel big again. And then the next day rugged. But like, yeah, those are like the only 2 shill posts I posted, and like that's just my style too of like taking profits. Like when I'm in a project, I accumulate like 10 to 20, and in this case, okay, I accumulated them through minting the whitelist tokens. Okay, but I wasn't gonna. I'm not selling for cheap, and I'm not like selling like right after I tweet. Like I don't know. Like if you want to think whatever you think, I guess. Like it's just what it is.
Yeah, people probably just think that you're like pumped because people think you're tweeting about it, getting the whitelist spots, and then dumping, but you're not actually dumping. You're still holding, aren't you?
I have all 30 reptiles, and my thesis now is Hydra's Launchpad's whole reputation is like depending on this. So, when Magic Eden and Bloomsville happened, they have a whole marketplace. Like, yeah, they want to derug it, but like they don't have the incentive to like have to like make Bloomsville the best project ever. But like Hydra in this case, like if Reptiles goes to shit, like, I think everyone will like talk shit about them like forever. Like, so
Yeah. What's it called though? With Oblivion though, like people are saying he's like a actual rugger.
Oh.
Like there's no like
I think he's saying let me up. If you want to talk, is Fast still here? Yeah, he's saying he wants to talk.
Fast.
Oblivion's asking if can you see his request?
I'm kind of doing something right now, but sure. I mean, he launched.
I'm asking. Do you want? I'm not gonna add him if you don't want to talk to him. But if you want to talk to him,
someone told me that he was like the marketer for one, and like I don't know, he just wants to explain himself. So if you can have a discussion with whatever you have.
Oh shit! I just got sent some info. Wait, one sec. Jin, wait, what? What you meant? Wait, James, what you talking about? Anyway, yeah, okay, I'm gonna invite him up. I'm just gonna let you guys speak while I talk to someone else about something. Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oblivion.
Yeah, I just got it. I was going sooner when I got the fucking pings from Trita. I was in church, but I'm home now. So what's up? If you guys got questions, and you guys can ask me. I'm hungover, so whatever questions you guys got, throw them my way.
Fast. You have to handle this because that's all you. I'm gonna mute one sec.
Yeah, I get it. I don't really have like questions per se. I just you rugged like 3 projects for sure.
I've clarified myself before. Like I've talked about this numerous times. I've only marketed for projects. I didn't know that they were gonna fucking rug. That's not on me. I've talked to them. I talked to them before they launched the projects. They told me their ideas with the projects. They doxed themselves to me. I didn't know they were gonna. I didn't know what they were gonna do. I didn't know they were gonna pull that.
Okay, well then you have all 3 projects docs. Can you send them?
I don't know the DMs anymore. I forgot the fucking accounts. I didn't think about it. I didn't remember them. I've been focused on my own project since January till now. It's been 5 months. I've been focused till now.
Yeah, it seems like felines are doing pretty well, and you're fully associated with them.
It's like I've been focused on fiends for 5 months now. Like I've whatever happened before. Like yes, I did market projects. That's pretty much what I did.
That were
for
all
fun.
rogues.
That was pretty much like my main job. I pretty much just marketed projects. Like I kind of it was a startup. I would market them up to mint, and then they told me I could finish up till mint. Whenever mint ended, I could stop marketing, and that's what I did.
Wait, one sec. Wait, you know the fiends? What did you mint them for?
0.05 ETH. It's on Ethereum.
It's 0.09 floor price on ETH good? Like, isn't that really shit?
No, the thing with fucking with the bear markets, it's okay. It's sustainable. That's the thing. We have a fucking shit planned out for fiends, but I'm not here to fucking chill. I'm here to explain myself if anyone has questions.
Yeah,
so you're saying that. Well, so you were just marketing for all 3 of these rugs?
Yes. But now the thing is, you guys are calling one project a rug, which isn't. The dude, which I'm friends with, he's still working on it. You guys can look it up. The project's called Sendai Dojo. It's actually still above mint.
But Sendai Birds.
Sendai Birds, yeah. I haven't touched it in a while, but my friend's still working on it. He does work on the contracts and like some blockchain shit, but he's like implementing shit for them. But I talked to him yesterday for the first time in a while. He's still working on it. So he didn't rug. He's the one that didn't rug. When it came to the other, it wasn't 3 projects. It was only his and then one other one. But the guy who did rug was the one dude that I worked. It was another project. But Sendai Birds, that shit's still going on. So whoever's saying that that's a rug, it isn't. That's a
Okay.
that in my opinion reputable project because the devs working on some fire shit right now. So that they're
Do you
good.
want to touch on
Okay,
Soulbongs?
so-
Because I know you were. That was like.
Yes.
I thought it was
I'll-
good. It was
yes,
going good for a while.
Yeah, I will touch on Soulbongs because I was actually very fucking upset about that when I had to I did transfer to another team. It was literally on New Year's. We minted like last year around like September, or not September, probably October and November, and it was a team of 4. It was 4 of us. We minted. We didn't sell out, but we minted, and I had intentions of keeping up with the project. And my team members, the other founders, they I thought they had intentions to stay with the project too, because we all were pretty hyped up and shit. We all had utility. We all planned shit out. I flew out to California to plan everything, like, the future of Soulbound. Like, I wanted it to be like on the same level as Stoned Ape Crew, because we were both in the cannabis realm for NFTs. And like a few months go by, we were just doing community shit. Like a month passes by, and my 3 team members, they just fucking leave. They leave the project. They leave me with it by myself. And the thing is, in that one post, if you guys saw, I don't know, whatever, I don't know, but yes, we did keep funds in our own wallets, only because I didn't know at the time if ledgers were a fucking thing for Solana or not. I didn't want to have all the funds in one main wallet just to get it hacked. If one main wallet got hacked and that all the funds were there, we were screwed. So I wanted to split it up between all 4 of us. But I didn't fucking know that my 3 team members were gonna fucking leave. They left me with the project and shit with 25% of the funds. So what I did, because I tried going on for 2 more months. It wasn't working. I couldn't do it by myself. I tried going for 2 more months. Up to New Year's, a team approached me, and they wanted to take over. And I was like, at the time, I was like, I think it's best for the project if they take over, because I wasn't going anywhere with it. I was trying, I just couldn't figure anything out because I was by myself, and I only had 25% of the funds because the other 3 team members fucking left me. So I gave ownership of the project to this team, and I gave them all the project funds that I had. I lost money. I ended up losing money on Soulbongs. I didn't make any fucking money on Soulbongs. I intook about, like, at the time Soul was like maybe $200. I intook 50 Soul into my wallet to hold for the project. I ended up giving 75 Soul to the team that took over, because that's everything that we got from royalties. That's everything that was left with me. That's what I can say on Soulbongs. I had intentions of keeping it up, but I couldn't because my team literally fucking left me.
Okay. I mean, I feel like if an influencer were to like potentially shill 3 projects like that were a rug, I feel like they would be considered like a rugger.
Yeah,
I think that's a whole conversation in itself. Like,
I mean, but
if I'm associated with any project, I'm gonna come under so much scrutiny. But then, like, I mean, here you are talking to him about it, but like, so many projects, and like I said before, it's not like they're all intentional rugs. Sometimes people get ideas, they think they're gonna have a good project, and it just goes to shit. Like, they launch, probably barely mints out, goes like under mint. Everyone gets mad at them. They don't know what to do, and then what happens? Like,
I mean, it happens. The thing with Soulbongs was, like, I didn't care if we didn't sell out. I still wanted to keep it going. Like, our main utility was gonna be like, we were gonna be able to transform your pixel bong into a real bong. That was the main utility, and we were gonna do that. And then they just fucking left, and I was like, okay, that's okay, I guess. I didn't know what to do. I tried getting new team members for 2 months, but nobody wanted to on board. And then, but Sendai Birds is still going on. That's not a rug. I don't think that's a rug at all. Doodle Ducks, he ran away. He literally he doxed himself to me. He literally told me where he lived and shit, and then he doxed. He rugged.
Is it possible to find that info?
I'll try to
you have?
find the name and the address, but I do want to say that he did die. I do know that he did die.
damn, what?
The founder, he did die. He died in a motorcycle accident, I think,
Jesus
a month
Christ.
ago. Yeah.
Lived life on the edge, launching doodle trucks, driving around on motorcycles. Fuck.
He hired me for marketing, and I did market it for the month that leading up to Mint. And then I don't know what happened. He kind of just, like, he disappeared right after Mint. Like, the Ducks, they pumped to 5 souls the next day after Mint, like the same day
How
after
do you know he
Mint.
died? How do you know he
He
died?
one of my friends told me that, like, they saw a picture of, like, his friends like sharing it on Instagram that he passed away.
How do your friends know who he is?
They were friends like from Florida because I know a few people in Florida, and they feel like they figured out that like they found out that he died in a motorcycle accident.
But how did they know the guy who died in the motorcycle accident was the owner of Doodle or whatever?
Because Doodle, I mean, my friend like going up into the project, like going up towards the mint, like he would talk to people. Like I got that he was a reputable guy, so we just talked like with other people and shit. It was just like a normal, like it was like you met someone on Discord and you just talked to people. It wasn't anything like a real friendship or shit. But like my friend from Florida told me that he died in a motorcycle accident. I didn't know him in real life. I didn't know him in person.
Oh, the friend that told you don't actually know. He's just your Discord friend.
Yeah.
Oh, but so was that friend involved in Doodle thing as well?
No.
So
it was just a weird coincidence. It was just a weird coincidence.
Was the
What?
motorcycle guy doxed publicly?
I don't remember. He doxed himself to me. I think he was. I'm gonna have to check. Honestly, I'm gonna check our DMs if we still have it.
So did you send that friend from Florida the docs to the like how?
Wait. We're confused.
Why
I'm
did your
babbling.
friend from Florida tell you, hey, by the way, this guy died in a motorcycle accident, as if you would know who he is?
He told me a month ago.
How does he know you know?
I didn't keep up with the dude that after he wrote because he didn't message me. We didn't message after I didn't know. I tried messaging. I tried messaging him after like he wrote, but he didn't respond because I was trying to ask him like what the fuck what's going on because I was confused too.
But how does that friend know that like it has any correlation to you? Why would he tell you that randomly?
Because he just did. Because he knew that we knew him. Like he knew that I didn't know what he looked like or anything, but he knew that we knew him and shit. I knew his name and shit. And like my friend my friend saw a picture on Instagram, and like it said rest in peace to this dude.
It's not going to say, oh yeah, motorcycle accident, X Doodle, whatever, Rugger. Like it's only going to say his real name. So like obviously you told that Florida guy what the name was if he privately doxed to you.
No, my friend figured out his name and shit, and like I didn't talk to this dude like since like Doodle Ducks was a thing, and like he basically just sent me like a screenshot of, like an Instagram picture with his name of him riding a motorcycle, and I knew he drove a motorcycle, so I was guessing that he passed away and shit, and then I looked it up on Google and shit, and then that's how I confirmed that it was him. But if you're asking if I was friends with him after Mint, no, I wasn't.
Yeah, but like, bro, like people are messaging me like, "Yo, bro, that doesn't make fast. Does it make sense to you? Because you're the Solana rug investigator."
Dude, stop.
No, like, dude, literally, no, I literally got a DM out of nowhere saying that he passed away. That's it. There's no correlation.
Really
there's no correlation to it at all.
It doesn't make too much sense, to be honest.
There's literally nothing else to add to it. He literally DM'd me that day saying that he passed away in a motorcycle accident. There's nothing more to it. I shit you not. There's no more to that story.
Okay, could you just get me the docs for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the news article. Yeah. Get like something.
Yeah, I can get you the dude's info.
You can pass it on to the Solana rug investigator because I'm the owner of the facility. But he's like, anyway. Wait. By the way, Fast, can I ask you a question? Because you asked me one. Can I ask you one?
I mean, he passed away anyways. So there's like.
Sure.
I can send you his info though.
It's all good, bro. Wait, so yeah, bro, like again, another person who came up and just said, yeah, that guys, like, also I can back this as an ex-infamous rugger. I can tell you, like, sometimes you just make a project, you want it to be legit, and it turns into a rug, like, but it's like it's not on like, because bro, like sometimes like with Flight Club, for example, I wanted that to be legit. But then it just turned into. I was like, "Oh fuck! Like I can't make a game. I can't."
Well,
and then it just turned into a rug.
Fight Club.
What do you not know about?
Well, Fight Club.
You didn't even know about Fight.
I definitely know about Fight Club. I still have 9.
Really? Hey yo, wait.
He's like, wait, I'm an investor, bro.
Yeah. By the way,
200 of them sold out.
Yeah, you used Beep to make the website, correct?
Yes, but it wasn't going to be a rug until it wasn't.
I thought the concept. Yeah, well, the problem is it like no one wanted to buy it, and then you like rushed it, and then
it turned into a rug. Exactly. I was like, okay, no, it didn't sell out, so it's not going to be success. So it's going to be a rug. Like that's it.
The website was fire. The concept was cool, like how you battle other
Yeah,
NFTs and train in the dojo
because
in
it
order to
wasn't
like get
supposed.
your new
I can't
belt.
believe you know that.
Of course.
Wait, so
Man,
you're
I miss this one too.
Yo, Fast and Rug. By the way, Cal said to shout him out, so shout out Cal.
Is Cal the one who came in and was like, "Oh yeah, you want to say something? Come with some proof, bro." Like he came in like a gangster.
I don't know. I wasn't
yeah,
in here.
he came in and
I
said
just got in
like
here.
and
So.
like spoke exactly how I would think he would speak. To be honest.
I mean, he's been fired up
He
with all
sounded like a
this shit,
gangster.
the shit with Estee going on, and just I don't know. Estee relentless. Like he
Bro,
won't
what the
stop.
fuck is up
Like,
with Estee, bro? I've been hearing so much. Like,
Wait,
I
wait,
haven't been
Estee
in
we've
Solana in like
established
5
he's a
months, but
pussy.
I missed out on so much shit.
I don't know. He's
He's a
just
pussy. Like,
obsessed.
no,
He's
like,
obsessed.
wait,
Like he just.
fast.
What?
If you're an OG user, surely you can vouch that like no one likes Estee.
I am not vouching anything. I'd rather remain silent.
How would you not vouch that? If you're an OG user, you know about that. His
I'm not
reputation of OG is horrible.
I'm not like a member of OG users. I just I go on from time to time.
Oh
I
yeah,
used to
you're the Solana rug investigator.
He's
Oh.
telling me to say Cal's the best. Cal's the best. I'm just saying it.
Yo,
I'm
take
being.
this guy's fucking talk about. What the fuck is this? This is shout out Chesson.
Let me.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
Why is he
Fast.
getting shout out?
I didn't want to shout out. Message me. I'll shout out.
Yo, yo, Fast. Do you have any more questions?
Just send me that docs and stuff. I'm gonna add you as a friend. I'd like to follow up on that case, to be honest.
Yeah, that's like I didn't like he looked like he had good intentions when he came up to me with the project, and I agreed to marketing it. He had a little roadmap for it and shit. So
did you get a majority of the cut?
no.
How much do you think how much were you paid for
Doodle Ducks?
For advising or marketing?
I'm gonna have to look at my transactions. I honestly do not remember. That was 35. That was a while ago.
Roughly how much?
No, I'm gonna get you the numbers though. I'm gonna have to look at my my blockchain info and shit because I do not remember, and that was already almost half a year ago.
Well, okay.
Oh, you're done. Yeah,
wait, what was your question?
My question to you. I got two questions now because someone just messaged me something. Apparently, because you're the Solana rug investigator, so like I want you to like be like this rep. Like, we wanted to rep check you. We want to make sure that you're trustworthy. Someone just sent me Duck Patrol, and they said that you derugged it apparently with a guy called Cupsy.
Okay,
but it's now worth 0.15 Sol.
Yeah. So, quick thing on that. So, the guy that owned Duck Patrol, he like the original owner, he was fucking crazy. He was like talking a bunch of shit to Board King and like the people that were like helping him, and he essentially told us that, well, Joven had invited him to a Discord that was like alpha, and they basically he started talking to him in chat. This guy did not care about the project one bit. Like he was gonna dip out. He put money into the LP, but then he saw that if you put money in the LP, then people will obviously start draining it. And so he was losing money. And so he just fucking took all the money out of the LP and then just said like, I'm not putting it back until we have other stuff. But he didn't have anything else like lined up because one day the staking that was like the funds that were in the staking pool, he messaged Board King and asked him, but Board King had already told him that he was like out of town, he couldn't help him. And so he added everybody in his Discord like 50 times to go and message Board King and call him a gay loser. And yeah, basically they needed to fix it right now. But Board King wasn't there. So he had burned the bridge with Board King, which means that he wasn't going to get his like facilities. It was like a thing that the Duck Patrol was trying to do. The whole entire project itself was like pretty stupid. But then the people in Alpha wanted to take over the project because clearly this guy was like insane. And so Cupsy wanted to own it. He offered to buy the project from the guy and basically like take it over. And that's exactly what he did. Now, when we were doing the deal with the guy wanted us to pay him 150 Sol, and Cupsy didn't have enough money at the time, but then they had like worked out an agreement that basically he would take all the money that the project had and leave 50 Sol in the wallet, and then he would just pass the ownership rights to Cupsy. So Cupsy took over the project, but 50 Sol wasn't going to be that much, right, to run a whole project. So I came in as like an investor, and I told Cupsy like, hey, if you need money to like need extra money to help it get off of the ground or something, then I'm willing to like throw in money in order to help you successfully derug this project. Because yeah, basically I knew that 50 Sol isn't a lot of money to really run a project. I mean, have you ever tried to use 50 Sol to accomplish it in a project? It is fucking insane. The developers will just eat through that. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like, we'll start with the 50 Sol, and if we need more money, then we'll come to you. And I was like, okay. So I basically told people what was going on. I helped like smooth over the deal because the Duck Patrol guy was trying to do some slick shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I offered to give like money out of my own pocket to try to help Duck Patrol, but then I realized that, well, Cupsy didn't really do anything for the project. He like picked up Joven as like a community manager, and Joven was doing like fucking everything for the project. They were using the funds and trying to put it all towards the project that came out with like the facilities, but then yeah, I mean, once a project's already seen in the public eye as like a rug, it's like extremely hard if you're not the top reputable person to like bring it back. So yeah, I was basically there as like a kind of like a cash cow to like help them if they needed money, but then they never like came to me and asked me for anything. So at one point I was just like, this thing's turned into a shit show, and yeah, I just left.
So basically, the Solana rug investigator has been a part of a scandal before.
I've
Is that what
not
you're trying
been,
to say?
that's not what I fucking said.
Wait. So someone keeps asking me, what is like your future? Because it isn't Soulbots like a really shit project that you own. Like, but like it's like I'm not just saying that to be like and like, but it's like worth like a soul. Like it's not like
Dude,
I
I
don't know.
lost
You
money. I
focus
lost
on other
money on
projects, but
Soulbots, bro.
yeah, your project isn't like that good itself. So how can you be a Solana rug? Both of my projects that I've launched have like like 50x your volume in a day. It's like your project's pretty shit. So how can you be a Solana rug investigator when you can't even launch a project yourself? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what people are asking me. No, I'm not saying that. Like this is what people are saying. Like this is what people are messaging me saying.
Yeah,
Like how
so
you're not really focusing on your own project, but
no,
you're
I
focusing on.
am. I definitely am. So here's the thing, right? When I got introduced into NFTs, like I knew about them, I knew about everything. I was like trying to like really get into the, you just joined the community, you're trying to like figure out everything as a whole, but like some things. I knew I wanted to launch my own project. I knew that I wanted to kind of like fulfill certain things that were holes in the ecosystem. I thought that the ecosystem was like really welcoming, and so I decided that I wanted to do that as well and like continue on that path. So I had met a developer uh, from OG users.
Who?
Basically,
Well, I know everyone in OG. You can literally name him, and I'll know who he is.
his name's GFax.
GFAX. Is it spelled GEE?
No, GEFAX.
GEFAX. GFAX. Fuck. I love OG users. That's like where I got my start and everything. It was so cool. I want to go back there one day, but people are so funny there. Anyway, yeah. What you saying?
And okay, so I met a developer from OG users. He had rap. I was like, okay, this is like kind of good. I had like worked to like we came up with like this stuff. We were gonna go in half and half. Like it was like looking up to be like pretty good. Well, we launch, and all was well. Like I got half of the money from the minting. We were like planning out the stuff. I was meeting with tons of other people and trying to network as much as possible. But then I got a message from an individual who basically said like, "Yo, what's this wallet?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's not my wallet." And he's like, "Well, it's tied to Soulbots." And so that wallet ended up being GFax's wallet. And basically the wallet, the developer that I had met basically had like been a part of other stuff in like the past, past like allegedly past potential rugs.
How much rep did he have?
I think he had like 20 or 30.
That is
Not like
bro. That's nothing.
not insanely reputable, but okay,
That's
how
not
OG
even
users.
bro. Anyone in
Okay.
OG will say 20 and 30 is literally nothing.
It wasn't like rep that there's a difference in reps, and you know this too. Like there's people that open up
Vouchers.
some shit exchange service
Oh, yeah.
that just
True.
farm high rep out of nowhere in a
Credit
couple of months.
credit
Like
market.
this was like something that he had been on for like a very long time and done like deals that
Yeah, I know
had
what you mean.
consistently. Yeah, so there's a difference in like rep there. So
Yeah.
basically, yeah, he had like a pass, so I kicked him off of the project. But he had also, whenever we had set up the royalties, he had gotten. We were splitting it half and half on royalties, so that way, like, if one of us was asleep, then somebody else could do it. Anyways, this was back in like December. So Soulbots, like, the entire thing behind it is that I want to be like an all-in-one tool. I think that people in the community, they launch projects and then they just like go off and do another one and off and do another one. And the tools for it are like, a minting bot on this project, and then a sniping bot on this project, and then a new node on this project, and then RDPs on like a new project. And I want Soulbots to be like an all-in-one tool that's like all of it together, as well as like a website that like does like tracking and stuff. And originally, like, we've been going through like another developer that I know, and he's a very good developer, but his time management and like the money that we were operating with, we were basically operating on half the funds. I mean, we got 300 Soul, and then about 150 in like royalties, probably like total as of now. And that like that's like a lot of money whenever you think about it, but it's like not a lot whenever you start running a project. Like, you sink $6,000 into making. We made a CLI sniping bot. That was like,
Yeah.
it was pretty good at the time, but then people were like, "Oh, you have to put your wallet into it." It was like at an early point where CLIs were like just coming from the sneaker community, and people were like sussed out whenever you had to put your wallet. They were like over caring with their stuff. They don't realize that they could just make a new wallet. And so then people didn't want to use it. And so then they were like, "Oh, just make it on a website so it's easier." And then fast forward like 2 months, now they want a CLI sniper that's like working, That's like I don't know how to word it. But yeah, basically they won like a CLI sniper. And so it's just kind of like playing a cat and mouse game. By the time that you have something that gets developed, that may not be the meta at the time. That's why I think that ultimately roadmaps are kind of stupid, because by the time that you fulfill some of that stuff, the entire like market and meta has kind of like changed. But I've continued Soulbots for the entire time. I continue to want to keep pushing it, and I just don't. I'm not like a fucking shill 24/7 guy. Like I own the project, right? But I'm not gonna sit there and shill it down people's throats to like make people think that they need to buy it now, or if they want to get generational wealth. Like I want it to be something where people hear about it from word of mouth, and I think that that's the ultimate advertiser for it. Regardless of what the floor price is, like I will always continue to sit there and run it. I mean, you could say that 2 Soul, I think it's what it's at right now. Oh, that's like a rug because it didn't moon. Well, whenever I first started in the ecosystem, I didn't know like half the information that I know now. And I think that pushing forward, the pixel art is like kind of the meta, but it's also kind of not the meta.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
switching towards a meta of like just straight up art. Like pixel art hit like a nostalgia point, and also being on the blockchain, it's like techie. But like I don't know, most like could you imagine tattooing like most pixel art? Probably not. Like we want like more like clean, like I don't know, real art kind of in a way.
Yeah, so that's the that's kind of
Seems
like the
like
whole
loads of these
basis behind it.
accusations that come from people are then just over expecting stuff. Like people are saying, "Oh, Solstice rugged." People are saying, "Oh, Fast is rugged,"
Yeah,
but they're
I
just
mean,
it's just them
it's
over expecting all the time. Like they think, "Oh, because it's not on
Yeah.
the moon right now, they've rugged." But really, it's just like, bro, you bought a cartoon JPEG. Like, give them time to like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are just impatient. Basically,
yeah,
I'm getting loads of messages. Oh, it's a rug. But bro, like if you actually listen, it's not like it doesn't. Even Estee, bro, like like the way he was messaging me, Solstice. I'll send you this after. I'm not even trolling. Like every single hour of every single day.
He's
Yo,
obsessed,
Solstice,
bro. I don't know how he can like
sending me
this has been his life for like a month, bro. I don't know, like do something with yourself, like be productive, like I don't know.
literally spamming me, and then I was okay. And then I posted. I was like, okay, we're gonna expose Solstice today. And then when I actually like look through it and ask you stuff, like it's not even like exposure worthy. You're basically just saying he's done stuff and he's trying to fix it, but then you're canceling his partnerships and you're making it even worse. Like, what are you actually trying to accomplish? Like, he is trying to build his platform. Like, what he's saying, he's like pretending like he cares, but at the same time, he's like sabotaging your partnerships and stuff. So, like, what does he actually like really? What is his drive? Like, what is he actually trying to do?
I will say this. So, if you're not an insanely in the top like 5% of insanely hyped projects that release, there's the error of like people realizing that it's like a long-term hold. The entire thing just goes downhill. I mean, you're talking about,
Literally.
especially as a project that had a developer rug, and I've still stayed. Like, most people would leave in that scenario, or just say like, "Oh, dev rug this guys. Sorry guys." Like, but the thing is like staying is like 10 times harder to like get the traction and to go up, because you're the last. It's like fucking high school dodgeball or something. You're the last to get picked for whitelist. You're getting the least amount of spots. You're getting the least amount of partnerships. Like, a lot of the ecosystem as a whole is all about like networking together. And based on your owner's connections, the more people that you network with is like kind of the limit of where your project will be if you're already in a bad light. Whenever you're up top and you're like one of the most insanely hyped projects, these other projects, they know that they can do stuff for you, and they want to feed off of your hype in order to help their floor prices and help them gain royalties as well. And it's smart. But I'm saying, like, people at the bottom, they can sit there and they can talk shit on Twitter and say like, "Oh, something's a rug." But I guarantee you the people at the bottom are putting in 10 times the work to try to break through that barrier of like this fucking toxic hellhole than anybody at the top is. When you have the money, you have people, developers throwing themselves at you like whores on the street. Like, they will literally code you insane shit. But whenever you're balling on a budget and you have to like fucking scour through applications of who's legit and who's not, it gets fucking crazy. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like the projects that are at a lower floor, like most of them are building. Like, for instance, we just paid like 10 grand, and it'll be like 25 grand total to Savannah for them to develop out like a bunch of stuff for us. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of that was like out of pocket pretty much off of like flipping. So
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what. Yeah. Like, people, um, people expect loads of stuff. Like, basically, like, bro, like, just like, bro, like, when I hate it. Like, people messaging me, but those same people, bro, like, you probably all have no money, and it's because you think, oh, because I just bought a Soulbot, I bought a Kamiko Kong, and it's not worth already $50,000. It's already not changed my life. It's a rug. But in reality, it's like, no, bro, you just don't know. Like, you're just like so self entitled that you think, oh, you think, bro, like, if so, how much was the mint of Soulbots fast?
it was one soul.
So if it's worth 1.95, you've already made 1.95x off of a cartoon image. Like, that's already more than you deserve. So, like, let's just chill.
It's more than the S&P 500.
No, I mean,
Yes.
I'm fully doxxed, so I mean, like, I don't really care, per se. I will like always continue through, and we'll continue through Soulbots, and that entire roadmap plus more will be completed. So those are the only things. I fucking hate that projects do roadmaps, though. A lot of people are like, "Oh, if you don't see a roadmap, then it's a fucking rug." No, it's just somebody who's fucking smart and that doesn't want to overpromise shit, because if something on that roadmap is not done, they will not hear the fucking end of it. Even if metas have changed. Like, if a meta for saying like, yo, at the time, like creating an entire like tracker system, it sounds like pretty expensive. Let's say then a new project comes out and their entire project is just based off of a tracker, and there's like no point in like already developing something that's already been like developed to help the ecosystem. It is very hard to say, yeah, I guess we could throw $15,000 of the royalties into this, something that's already been like done and done well by another team. Like, it is fucking hard to say that that's the best call to use your money for. But because it's on your roadmap, there's a standard to hold you to that. And if you don't do it, then it's a fucking rug.
it's a rug. But the
Yo.
Solana rug investigators come in and say, "Hey guys, I'm fast. I'm going to solve this." But bro, what do you actually do? Because you say you're going to solve it, but what is it that like the investigator group does? Like, what you've got the information, then what? Like, what you're not reporting it to the police because the police don't. It's not illegal. So like, what are you actually doing? Like, what
for
are you
the
doing with that
rugs?
info?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do report it. We report to the FBI. We fill out a thing called an IC3 report. Pretty much for every
Bro,
single
like
like
it's
rug.
not.
And we
Bro,
it's basically like we
Bro,
collect all the information, all the wallets and stuff that we like have, and then we pass it up the food chain to like the people that could actually do something.
But no, but like you say that, but they can't. Like, bro, the jurisdiction is number one. Is a huge problem. If someone's located, okay, I'm in England. The FBI is not going to look into a what like 400k, 500k rug and be like, oh yeah, we need to go fly over to England. They don't like. It's not illegal. I think you think it's illegal because there's that one news article which says, oh, the NFT people got
I
caught
know
or
who
whatever.
you're talking about.
That
But
wasn't even related to NFTs. That was related to them getting caught on another charge with the money that the money that was fueled by the NFTs. It didn't have anything to do with NFTs.
no, it did. It
But
did have.
you
I read the article.
no
It
no
did
no
have to do
no
with it.
bro no. It had. So this is what happened. Like they got the money from the NFT, and then they did something illegal with the money that they got from the NFT. And the reason why there's a new news article is because they got caught. Like they had to explain how they got the money, and they explained that it was because of a rug on whatever. It's not like actually like it says. Oh yeah, it's two kids caught on charges of rugging. It's because of what they did with the money after, not because of how they equipped it. Like they just had to be honest with how they got the money because they got caught on a different charge, and they were like, okay, yeah, we just rugged the project. It's called this, whatever, blah blah blah, and then it got put on a news article. But people, it's not, bro. Like you, okay, so like, okay, use your logic and assume that it is because of them rugging the NFT project. Why is a $65 million rug Pixelmon not being investigated right now? Or you might be like, oh yeah, it probably is though. It doesn't look like it because the guy who owns it and the guy like they're still like pretending they're doing stuff, even though that's like a $65 million like. But what makes a rug and what makes not a rug? Because if I launch Bloomsville and I just leave the Twitter open and I never say anything, then your logic is like, okay, the FBI can't do anything because you've never rugged, you just stopped. Like
Yeah, I mean, it brings up a great point. Like I've said this like for a lot of like since I've done it. What actually makes a rug? I mean, I think people think that. I think if there's
price went down, it's a fucking rug. Fuck you, devs. Do something.
I think that if a developer or something like let's say you try to do stuff with Balloonsville and you actually like tried to put forth some effort like towards the project, I don't know that if it went down to zero, I don't know that I could consider it a rug because there's a lot of things that I've said this too, even with Soulbots, right? If the price is down on Soulbots, everybody has questions. Oh, where's this? What's happening with this? But then as soon as the price goes up, no one asks questions. They're like, "Let's go! We've been bullish for fucking years," and this and that. Like, but it's a party. That's like I'm using that as like an analogy for any project across the board, right? Let's say OK Bears goes to actually, I really like OK Bears, so I don't know. Pick another project. I don't know.
Boryoku Dragons.
Okay, let's say Boryoku Dragons, their main Genesis line went to 75 Sol. Everybody would be asking questions. Even let's say Mindfolk, it was at crazy high numbers. Now you have
Solstice.
everybody asking
You
questions.
love the Mindfolk thing.
What's happening with this, guys?
That is like. Wait, what? Are you asking questions?
Oh, wait.
Are you just saying that?
No, sorry.
Wait, what?
Wait, I have to do this thing. I'll be right back.
For sure. Yeah, let's chat about Mindfolk for a second.
Mindfolk. Wait, can I just say one thing before you say?
Yeah.
Because the reason why I think it lost a lot of integrity, because a lot of people were agreeing with me on this after it happened. Guys, I lost like 300k to Mindfolk because they invalidated my NFTs. They removed them, like they deleted them, and they like lowered their supply and everything by deleting the NFTs that I owned. That from that moment, that was when I was like, okay, Mindfolk's not an NFT. It's like they're just deleted, and I understand like the bruising behind it, whatever. But bro, like they just deleted an NFT, so it's not a non-fungible token. Right. So I'm not going to invest even in Boryoku Dragons, after I went on a different alliance and I was like, oh, look at what my, they were agreeing with me. They were like, no, we would have never gone what's it called, gone about it that way, because that isn't like, bro, like you just they broke the code. Like there is one rule of NFTs, it's a non-fungible token, and they broke it. So they're not like, that's where I lost all any like Mindfolk to me is like irrelevant. Like it's never going to get back up. It's done. It's whatever.
It's
but
quite the situation. They're trying to do whatever they want. They're trying to do to, I guess, so help like with what people are outcrying.
But wait, one more thing. Can we talk about, bro? I paid like 700 Sol to win an auction from Mindfolk. Yeah.
Did you pumped? I was like, you were buying it right as I was like dumping the last.
bro, they deleted it. They deleted my NFT, took the 700 Sol, and guess what? They charged Howl another 700 Sol to win the auction again. And basically, Mindfolk from the entire Bloomsville situation made 700 Sol. And they said, oh, we're going to do something with it. But they've never, since taking that 700 Sol, they never announced what they did with that money. They just kept it. Like, they just got a free 700 Sol.
How did they charge Howl again? That's so weird.
I made. I thought that
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, this is the point that I made to them. And by the way, I want to like go forth and disclaimer: this does not excuse anything that you've done. You're the villain here. Okay, just want to make sure that that's known. But I did say that Mindfolk, they should have never fucking touched the royalties on the NFTs. I think that it's a
no, bro, no. They didn't just they deleted it. They don't exist. The NFTs are disappeared. Like they're not part of the. They're gone. Like they're it's no longer an NFT. Like you can't even see the image. It's not part of the collection. They removed it like fully. It's not just the royalties. They completely deleted it. Like now it's gone. Their supply isn't even 777 now. It's like 768 or something.
Yeah, if anything, I think that the money should have gone to Balloonsville. That's where the money came from. That money should have been returned to Balloonsville.
That would have been smart.
But instead they just kept the money. They said they were going to do something with it, and then they never did anything with it. And then I also I think that it's fucking wrong for a project to change your royalties on your on your NFT. Imagine like that's like a whole new rugging meta, and I don't think it's possible really anymore. Or like it's possible, but I don't think it's like very common. But
no, my folks done, bro. You're about to. If they're done, like don't even like say, oh, maybe they can. No, they're finished. Like they literally scammed like 700 Sol from me, and then not even from me. They scammed 700 Sol from Howl. Howl had to pay 700 Sol again to win the auction, and then they just kept the money. They said they were going to do something with it and never did. They just kept it. So from the entire situation, they just benefited. They basically benefited from the Bloomsville rug. They just lowered their supply and just got a free 700. They got a free like 100K because at the time Sol was up, and no one ever said anything about it. But now the price talks for itself. Mindfolk is down bad, and it's never getting back up. It's over. Like they've launched like 7 different collections because they're just trying to rinse money. They did a 6.6 Sol mint for Mindfolk Pirates. They have no idea what they're doing anymore. They're just trying to rinse. They're just using the clout that they used to have to just rinse as much money as they possibly can until they just go. Like they're just gone. That's it. That's what I think.
Those poor mind folks. Yeah, the price is down bad. I don't know how it could get that low.
Yeah, I mean, I think that any project that's touching royalties should just like not really be doing that. As soon as everybody saw that they changed the royalties on your project, the amount of like DMs that I was getting, like, hey, I actually got scammed from this OTC trade. Like, do you think you can just go ahead and up the royalties to 100 so they just never get it? But
yeah, then it opens a really big like Pandora's box because like trying to prove that justifiably that you can do that, like I don't know. You just get too many people in situations. People who say shit exactly like.
What were you gonna say, Solstice? Because I swear you literally knew. Like I swear, like you were fighting it before it became like what it has. Like, bro, it's a slow run. Like
I was just following it based on like the alpha of it because I don't know. There's a lot of Boryoku FOMO. For a second, everyone was like, Boryoku's hitting 1,000. Mine folks gonna follow it. And then all of a sudden, one day, I realized I'm like, fuck. What are they doing with these cabins, these boats? Like, no one wants this shit.
Yeah.
That was my big thing. I was like, no one outside of Mindfolk is gonna give a fuck to buy your boat, like your cabin. So, but like Boryoku, at least they had these cute babies. Everyone's like, yeah, I like these. I could buy a baby. It's cheap relative to the big dragons.
And that's how Class got all his clout. And then that's where his like journey started. Like,
yeah, it's a good group. It's a good profile pic. It's cute. But like Mindfolk didn't have that. When I realized that, I was like, oh god, like this is like 200 soul. Like I'm fucking taking this. So like I don't know, I just started slowly dumping. And yeah, that was just basically the story.
You so hard.
Yeah, and I didn't mean it to be like a dramatic exit, but like it genuinely surprised me because I had like my favorite one left. It was like this the mind blown like head explode.
All of them look the same. I swear, all of them look the same.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
All the I swear, pretty much are the same thing.
But the coolest ones are the ship head and the mind blown, and it sold like instantly. Like I listed it, and it sold in like a few minutes. And I was just like, whoa, like did I fuck up? Like I don't know. I wished them farewell. I was like, yeah, that was my last one. Like, you know, good luck, guys. And then like it just turned into this big thing because people know I don't like sell out of collections usually when I have like a decent amount. So like a lot of my followers and people who were also in it started dumping. Like the next day it was down like 40%. Then I get people trolling me on Twitter about it, and then yeah, the rest is history. But...
so bad. I hate that. Like they're ruined, bro. Like they're not an NFT. So if you buy into that project, you're buying art. Like it's not actually like you're buying art that could get removed. Like it's not a non-fungible token.
I think that's an issue with Solana right now, and like how the candy machine is coded, isn't it? Like,
why can you remove an NFT, bro? Because it's a lie. Like I swear that's been like a thing for ages. Like people saying NFTs non-fungible, but then there's like those links that people talk about where you can literally just delete it and then boom, the NFT's gone. Like that's been a thing for ages. But Mindfuck is the first time I've ever seen someone actually use it to like actually do like what you're not supposed to do, which is just delete NFT. By the way, I lost like 300k, but at the same time, I bought them all at like 200 to 300 soul, so I would have lost money anyway. Because from that point, they just started doing horrific moves. They did the Mindfolk Elderlings, Mindfolk Pirates. Like now they're just rinsing as much money as they possibly can from volume. They got tired of being this like 200 soul floor price project that generates like barely any volume because you get less volume the higher the floor price usually. So they just wanted to basically expand it as much as they could to make as much royalties as they could. And now people are starting to be like, oh yeah, this is not going. Mindfolk's just, it's not going anywhere anymore. Like the uniqueness that the 777 collection used to have, it's gone because they've got like 5 different collections now, which have like floor prices with like 5 soul, 2 soul. Like it's horrific.
It also just shows like how FOMO and the meta, everything changes so swiftly. We're in such an evolving space. Like, you know, Boryoku held up pretty well, but
they held up because they stayed true to what they were, which was like this exclusive, like kind of like. But Mindfolk just like took a completely different weird route, and like people tell me that apparently they're trying to get a different like kind of like system. They don't even want wood to be a thing anymore. You know, the wood token. Apparently they didn't want that to be a thing anymore. They want it to be like they just want to like shy away from tokenomics, and they want.
That was like one of the also things that I was FUDing like silently in Discords. I didn't FUD on Twitter too much, but like the tokenomics were just like it just kept incentivizing you to like create the one thing so that you could get more wood, but there was still like no value being created. So like, which circled back to my theory of like no one wanted the cabin. Like if you had like a profile picture that someone genuinely wants, like if they would have put the pirates out first, like, you know, maybe people would have wanted those. That's actual demand. Like, oh, this is cool. I can be a pirate. Like, but because that's like actually one of the biggest value things in NFT is like we can say, oh, we're trying to build utility, oh, we're gonna do this, but like look at OK-Bears, like they just showed everyone what like that's how base was for like forever. Like the branding and community, that profile picture value, that's
bro. Let's wrap this up. We're like changing topic, but like, bro, if you hold a Mindfolk and you're listening to this, and you ever think it's going like that main collection's going up to like that, it's over. Like They've made so many collections now that, bro, if I wanted to get in the Mindfuck community now, I would just buy a Mindfuck Elderling or whatever it's called for like 2 Sol, and they'll just be in it. Like that's basically what it is now. Anyway, bro, this was about Solstice originally. Estee, like we've established that kid's a prick, so we don't even need to. We don't need to. So he was sending me loads of stuff, but like, bro, like after we've actually asked you everything that I had, you basically justified everything. But the thing that I was like skeptical on was like you not being willing to refund the near that you made. But the thing is though, like if Kamiko Kongs isn't mad and that is where the FUD is, then like I can't be mad. Like how can we be mad? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like if they're not mad, then I'm not mad, and no one else should be mad. Like if their happiness is the most important thing because they're the ones who are fueling all of this drama anyway. To like say, oh, you're a rugger. Like they're the people holding the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like worthy of talking about anymore. As long as Kamukos are happy. If Kamukos start messaging me and be like, oh yeah, this is a rug, then fine. But like it's literally just Estee and basically a bunch of other people saying, oh, like I wish people understood how much Estee was actually messaging.
Oh wait, Ice messaged me.
It just weirds me out. Like, what's really going on in that DAO of his? Like, they just sit there talking about this, like, and they're all just like, I don't know, just feeding into it. Like, they gotta be able to do something more productive with their time, like, and create better like reasoning skills so that they can actually win on trades. Like, that'd be helpful. But instead, they're doing this.
And
shit.
bro, like, it's like all they do is. By the way, fast. Like, what kind of people keep messaging me saying like, so because like they say that I'm shutting you down when I'm saying like it's not. So what is this? What do you have? Like you send it to the FBI, sure, but do they do anything? Because like it's not illegal. So I don't know. Like, what is the like? It's fraud. But the thing is, it's such like it's a loophole because it's not. It's no, it isn't illegal, bro. It's not. It's fraud, but it's like not at the same time because you're selling an NFT, they buy it, but you said you're going to do this stuff, but you're not saying it contractually. You're not linking your name. You're not saying. You're just saying stuff. You're saying words and selling an NFT, which people get. But
yeah, well, it's called grand larceny.
Well, okay, explain it. Like that's what I'm asking you to do. Like explain like what.
Okay,
what,
so
like, what happens when? No, not like what the law is, but just like explain.
No, yeah, I got you.
FBI.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Let me talk. Yeah, okay. This guy.
Yeah.
First, Ice wanted me to. Ice Knife messaged me. He said, "Let him know that there was more than Enigma censored." He sent me this thing. It's just like a picture, and then he said, "I protected someone from Hydra as they asked me to." Also, does he know that I used to be a YouTuber?
No,
right?
okay,
I have videos with 500,000 views.
Bro. Okay, Iced. If you're here, wait, is he here? Is he in the thing? Iced. Number one, you censored. I know who you're talking about. AIM. I'm gonna say his name because he messaged me yesterday. I got on a call with him. You didn't censor AIM's name. AIM messaged you later on after you uploaded the video and asked you to censor it. So don't say that was your original tweet because that wasn't. You didn't censor his name because he literally complained to me yesterday saying that I was fudding his name. Which, by the way, I've spoken to AIM. AIM isn't to blame. AIM isn't to blame. But okay, what else was he saying? Who else is he claiming to have censored? Because he did not censor AIM. Like when he made that tweet, he didn't censor him. Maybe he censored them now, but that was after AIM complained to everyone, saying, "Oh, stop!" You know what I'm saying? So what else did he say fast?
He said that he censored Enigma and Prez. That's it. How can he refuse this? I have a recording.
Okay. Oh, Prez. So he's saying Prez from. Okay, so I thought he was talking about from Hydra because he was talking about what's it called, AIM, because AIM was complaining to me yesterday. Okay, sure, you censored Prez, but Prez is like publicly known in this situation. Like, how am I doxing him? Like everyone knows I got in a call with Prez for 3 hours. It's not like. Bro, no, Enigma isn't a dox. How are you going to
and justify... you said Hydra asked him to.
Okay, fine. Hydra asked him. Okay, sure. Wait, Hydra asked him to what? Hydra asked him to what?
To censor Prez.
Censor Prez. Yeah, censoring Prez, sure. I'm saying, why did you censor Enigma? Enigma isn't a dox. I'm just talking about what your establishment is like. Like, there's people in there who are bad. This is what I said. I said, there's people... bro, release the footage. Like, release what I actually said. I said, I know bad people everywhere, even in Enigma. Like, bro, I'm not trying to be like aggressive, but I'm saying even people in Enigma are bad. That's like something along the lines of what I said. And he what's it called? Censored me saying Enigma, which has no like justification. Like, why did he do that?
He said that he censored Enigma because it's an entity. If you wanted to, you could go after certain individuals, but it's like saying D-gods are bad because one D-god did something bad.
No, but that's not what I said. I said I know bad people in Enigma.